Hello, VOD watchers. What's up? What's up? We're doing some coaching today. Let's get this sheet. Oh. Hey, what's up, Mike? How you doing, bro? What's up, Games? How you doing? Good afternoon. Yo, yo, yo. Welcome in, welcome in. Lemon. La 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 la. Oh, I should probably put in the title that it's speed bods. Oh yeah. Guess I'll just tell chat. It is speed bods. What's up? What's up, Mr. Mills? Do you remember to bait this morning? What's up? I took a shower last night. When we play an Age of Mythology, whenever you want, bro. Whenever you want. Want to review a mag? Which pays more at the ads? I can switch to Twitch if that's better. Well, we're gonna be running some marbles in a second. When we run some marbles, you have to dip over to Twitch for a bit. But as far as ad payment, it's like the same, pretty much. What's up, Ja? VOD reviews, yes sir. VOD reviews. Oh man. Sure, y'all probably want to talk about the patch notes a little bit first, but yeah, we'll definitely be running some marbles. In fact, I'm gonna open up marbles right now. Not Marvel, marbles, marbles. Oh, line skippers available. Line skippers available. Yes, sir. But uh, but we're gonna look over the patch notes. Let some people flood in here a little bit before we can begin. I wonder what. After me, no more skips.
No such
What's up, Racem?
bad student, only bad
What's up,
teacher.
War? How you doing, bro? Okay, we don't need this right now. Go back to why is so many fucking epic pens open? It's bugging. Let's get the freebies today. Which I was home to watch it better. Ain't no worries. I'll be live for a while, and of course the VOD's always still available to watch. But yeah, let's like I already did a video about the patch notes, chat, but I'm gonna just talk really quickly about the patch because I'm sure. Bro, bro, Lemon, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Not this. It's the wrong one. What the fuck? Yeah. Did you see the rival streamer got arrested? His name was Malone Brown. I don't know who that is. Are you trolling me right now? I feel like you are. Coach, should I get Malice or Summer and Viz skin? Ooh, probably a Malice, but that's up to you. I think Malice is a little more unique. If I'm not here, who's gonna annoy me? That's a good point. $100 to skip the line. I'm trying to get you the bag, coach. It is not $100 to skip the line. This is the crazy balanced patch list. I agree. So like, a lot of y'all have already seen the patch notes. If you haven't, you can check it out on their Marvel's website. But I think this is an extremely big patch. Like this patch is gonna change the meta for better or for worse. But if you're looking for a character to learn, yeah, you need to fucking learn Venom like ASAP. Like Venom's gonna be so insane, it's crazy. This character's gonna be so again insane. Yeah, what's up, Milk? Yeah, 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 yeah. No, I'm just saying I have a pretty good track record with these predictions, but we'll see. I actually think I have an extremely good track record with these predictions, but What's up, ID Root? And Paz doesn't really play like in high elo anymore. He just plays unranked GMs. Venom top 3 tank now. Yeah. Yeah. At least might be top 1. Might be top fucking 1, but definitely top 3. This is like an insane, like this I can't. The thing is, Venom is already like a top 5 tank. Some would argue he's already a top 3 tank depending on the elo. I think he's like the best tank in the he's an extremely good tank in the best comp. This makes him even better. I missed the punchline. Oh no, what did I do? What's up, Coach? 19 inches of Venom. Coach, oh, you're winning marbles today? Oh. Blade's about to be giga busted. This is with nice changes. Nice changes. Really nice changes to Blade. Blade, the thing is, Blade was already good. Like, Blade's already good. This is just like another thing. Pushes him even over the edge a little bit more, you know? I've always said Blade is on the cusp of being like a great character, the character that is the closest to being busted is Blade always, because he's just like a character that is like so close to being insane. So close. You see the changes to... Alright, nice try. Ooh, that was a close one. You almost got banned permanently. Unlucky. Nice try. Venom not that good in low elo? Yeah, I mean, but like, as I was talking with Paz, like, balance changes don't matter for low elo. Like, they just don't matter at all, to be honest with you. Like, no one plays Torch in low elo. No one plays Phoenix in low elo. No one plays triple support in low elo. Like, and none of these like in low elo balance changes just don't matter, like at all. I go crazy on Venom in low elo. Yeah, I mean, you never die. You can't die. If you just cycle properly as Venom in low elo, you just will never ever die. Like I want to do some Venom coaching today, because I promise you won't like if you cycle properly as Venom in any elo that's underneath the like plat rank. You will never fucking die ever. You're immortal. You're literally immortal. It's kind of harsh but fair. I mean, like, once again, like we had this debate before, but like I see people comment everywhere that triple support is ruining the game, and then I see also people say that they have to beg and plead for their 5th DPS to go support, and it's so hard to get supports in their games. It's like you can't have a no one wants to play support problem and a triple support is ruining the game problem at the same time. It just doesn't make sense, right? Like logically that doesn't make sense. I love the Iron Fist change more. Yeah, this is the one change that I like. I'm not gonna lie. Every time they change something about Iron Fist, I have no fucking idea what's going on. like I understand like this makes him worse against squishies and better against tanks, but like, to what extent? I have no fucking idea. I got none. Are these the new patch notes? They are, yeah. I seen that, like, I was like, Paz and Coach are arguing when we see this. Ironically, I'm so shit with Emma. I have a 33% win rate on her in comp. Help me. They do play triple support occasionally in low elo. I mean... Yeah, but like, does that matter? Like, does the fact that like triple support randomly pop up in low elo matter when like most Adam Warlocks are like not hitting crits, most Mantises are not playing aggressive or hitting shots, Ultrons aren't really hitting shots, Jeffs are like fucking ulting and dying over and over and over. Like, I'm just like, it just like triple support is also a comp that is not easy to function properly. Everyone needs to be doing their job to a reasonable level for the comp to even function, because then you just don't have any damage. You have nothing to kill things. You can't destroy a Groot wall. You can't apply pressure. You can't bait out ultimates. Like, don't even get me started about double and triple supporting ults. Like in lower elo, everyone's double support ulting, triple support ulting, popping res for no fucking reason, resing their whole team into a Bucky ult, Cloak Luna ulting at the same time. I don't know. You get the picture. Like, I'm not trying to be harsh. I'm just saying, like, what matters actually about low elo more than anything else is the perception. What is the perceived strength of things? how does a balance patch affect people's perception of the game? That matters way more. That like, and the reason that I know that that matters way more is because everyone started talking about triple support being a problem, echoing the perception of streamers and high rank players. Because the actuality of players' games, 99% of players' games, it's not triple support. So they can only be echoing this based on perception, not reality. That's perception. But I'm not saying that perception doesn't matter. Like, you have to make things like. That's why I'm really interested in how this patch will be perceived by the general population. Will they say, "Oh, what the fuck? All this anti-heals added, Venom buffs, anti-heal, more anti-heal shit added. Blade is good. He's an anti-heal character. Supports are nerfed. Now we get Daredevil. Oh, it's a dive meta. Now fuck playing support." Like, how is it gonna be perceived? I don't know. I don't know. I think the solution for triple heals, instead of adding roll queue, is adding more anti-heal characters. I think that's the path they're going for. Yeah, because I think a lot of people were scared of anti-heal because when you introduce it into a game, it becomes like a necessary effect. Like it becomes so powerful in a world of mass like support ults that keep everyone alive. So they were like, how are they going to introduce? They have to like open Pandora's box and introduce it to multiple characters, which is what they did. Which I think is actually an interesting thing. Also, it's not like you can't be healed. It's just like a healing reduction. But I think it's actually smart the way they're doing it. I don't really know if I agree with putting it on Venom. But maybe they're trying to put anti-heal on a character that they know for a fact it will be relevant. I think that's what they did. Putting anti-heal on Venom, you're guaranteed for that to actually matter. You could put like, let's say you put anti-heal on like something more niche. I don't know, like, I don't fucking know. Anti-heal on Penny or some shit. Anti-heal on some random DPS, Scarlet Witch or something. Like there's a similar to Blade, like the character has anti-heal alone is not enough to make a character viable. The power level of the character needs to be there, and anti-heal is like a part of that power, but it's not the whole thing. Venom was already good, and now that they add anti-heal in here, they know for a fact that Venom will be a staple of the meta. Like, they're taking a character that's already a staple of the meta and then adding an element to him to make sure that the anti-heal element is in games and in the meta, guaranteed. That's kind of what this is. They literally want things to get killed through ult. They want things to die. Yeah, basically. When's the podcast with Captain Coach releasing? We're recording the podcast tomorrow with our special guest, Team Captain. So we got the Team Captain, Captain Coach. No, Team Captain Coach Mills podcast. Yeah, tomorrow. It's gonna be recorded tomorrow. It'll be out like on like Monday. Rocket ult plus Venom ult stacked with name word team up will be criminal. I mean, I don't even think you need all that. I think Venom ult plus Rocket ult will literally kill everybody. Everyone gets 30% healing reduction, takes a giant stack of damage, 40% damage. I mean, you don't even need shit. You just literally kill the entire team. Like, by that, just that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think a Venom ult by itself with Team Focus Heart is gonna kill the entire fucking team. Like, you don't need shit. You don't need shit with it. You might just literally just need Venom ult only. What are your ban predictions for season 4.5? That's gonna be depending on what you run. To be honest with you, I think. If I'm looking at just this without getting my hands on it, which I will be able to play in the NDA and get like a better idea, but just like looking at it from the outside looking in, it kind of depends on. I think that there's right now to me it's looking like two camps. It's looking like dive or anti-dive. Are you playing anti-dive? And you probably need to dive. You need to ban some of the dive threats. Are you playing dive? Then you need to ban some of the anti-dive threats. There's a lot of good anti-dive threat. Like there's still a lot of great anti-dive characters. I mean, Mr. Fantastic got a buff. This is a crazy buff, by the way. Bucky is still extremely good. Emma is still extremely good. There's like a lot of really good anti-dive threats, but then there's also a lot of really, really good dive threats. And so like even if you're on anti-dive, you might want to ban that Venom, not have to deal with them. You might want to ban some of these anti-divers, you know? Of course, all the old bans are still going to be reasonable, you know. I think Phoenix is still going to be a reasonable ban. Emma's going to be a reasonable ban. But it's going to be more centered around what you play. I don't really think that there's anything that's a crazy outlier. I don't think so. Venom gets banned, not gonna lie. I could see that happening a lot. I could see that happening a lot. I think I might have to join you on your Venom training arc, Unk. With this buff, he's probably better than Cap. Oh, he's already better than Cap, and this is like, yeah, you gotta learn Venom. Like, I can't believe I was already learning him. What's that, Amy? Coach, I'm watching on my lunch. Oh, sheesh. Torch nerf, the best flyer will go back to Iron Man like a 2.5. See, like, I think, once again, Torch is another character that's hard to evaluate. I think he's probably still fine. But when you combine this with the nerf to Ultron, the, like, golden standard comp of, like, Ultron plus Torch is, like, weaker. And, like, characters like Hela are a little bit stronger. It's kind of hard to say, but I do think that this is going to be a big enough change. Gonna be a big enough change. Why do they nerf Ultron specifically for triple support? He's too busted in triple support. It's not even that he's just too busted in triple support. It's that he denies like half the roster. You can't play any dive character against him in triple support. It's still gonna be hard to play dive in like into an Ultron, but before it was like impossible. Characters like Spider-Man, Black Panther, even Magic, just like these characters get completely neutralized by Ultron putting a drone on somebody, and then whenever those characters engage, he just presses right click and then they leave, and then he got a whole bunch of value. He builds up ultimate faster than anyone else. And you also got to consider that like Daredevil's being added into the game, and so like Ultron being as strong as he was and as good as he is at denying dive is like means that like Daredevil could release into a meta where he gets no play, like, which is definitely what they don't want. Hela or Namor will hit the ban list. Maybe. I don't really... it depends on how... That team up does look powerful. I would say Hela is probably what would get banned. Most likely. If anything gets banned, it would be Hela. Iron Fist stocks are back up, or is this dive still cooked? See, that's one I don't know how to evaluate. Someone needs to do the math for me on this. What's the math on this comparatively? Like, what's the math on this? I prayed for Angela getting bonus health. Venom buff Rye. What's up, Brevity? Wow, Phoenix and Torch nerfs. Yo. Torch movement tech needs to be deleted. If you can't perform the tech the same on PC and console, it shouldn't be in the game. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's a tricky one. I mean, he could, but like, you can still do the movement tech on console though, Malice. That's what everyone's been telling me. It's actually not that hard, so. It's just people don't want to learn it, but you could do it. Yeah, Hela needs to go back to being permabanned. I don't know about all that. I still think that Jean is better, but like, Hela's gonna be really strong. Yeah, not because of this change, just because of how the meta is moving. Her biggest competition is getting nerfed, which is a big deal. Excited for blade buffs? You should be. It's gonna be sick. I'm one-tricking Angela all the way into GM, and I got into leaderboard because I always try to ban Thor and Thing, especially Thor. Nerf Thor, he's so annoying. Ain't no way you saying nerf Thor, bro. Bro, that's like Angela's like probably hardest counter. I mean, one of his Mike is doing a console torch challenge. Oh, is he? Oh shit. I'd rather play a character that is fun rather than good and boring. Venom is just so linear and boring. I don't agree. As someone who like I kind of had some of those opinions until I started playing him yesterday. We went through I played my first 6. I think I played my first 7 games. No. I played 12. I played my first like 10-ish games of Venom yesterday, and I'm not gonna lie, that shit's fun as fuck. Ready, coach? Watch this. Wait, what's up? Yeah. Venom is very dynamic. Yeah, I agree. I think Venom is actually mad entertaining to play. Because oh shit!
Bad student, only bad teacher.
God damn!
_her_ have gifted a tier 1 sub to Gemma Ninja 57.
No such thing.
Let me make a doc.
Only bad teacher.
_her_ have gifted a tier 1 sub to Yeftacular.
No such thing, bad student, only bad teacher.
_her_ have gifted a tier 1 sub to Airpoo Bear and Witch.
No such thing, bad bad student,
Why is he doing this to
only
me?
bad teacher.
That shit is so bright.
_J_her_fav gifted a tier 1 sub to
Sheesh. Hey, what's up, Goonie?
No such thing.
170 per hit and movement speed. Solid buff seems a lot to the old, yeah. It is a big buff to her ult. I don't really know if she needed it, but it is a big buff. So quick math on Iron Fist, his damage to squishies is the same, but his damage to tanks is increased. Gotcha. If his damage to squishies are the same, and that's just a flat increase to tanks, he's like pretty big tank buster, I think. This is gonna be a bitch. I feel like he was already a tank buster, and now he's gonna really be a bitch. Let's fucking go, Ja. We'll do your coaching in just a second after we're done yapping about this, and then we'll run some free spin wheels. What's up, Phoenix? You know what hard counters mills? Rank up games to Celestial. Oh, really? Really? What? Hard counters what now? You missed it? You missed you missed this, huh? You weren't here for this? You missed something? What are you missing? You missing what? Rank up games to what? Who carried? I was solo, bitch. But I did get carried a couple games. Hey, whoa, hey. Is this being carried? You tell me. That's right. Solo support Rocket. Dub. That's fucking right. I'm the glue. I'm the glue that held this fucking team together. Chat. Solo support Rocket versus triple support. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You either got boosted / carried or this is AI generated mills. Rank 1 Unk. Coach, you're not allowed to use my Go Rocket after your last support video. Bro, Rocket is going to be so insane, by the way, chat. I know we didn't talk about that shit yet. This is insane. Like, what? Bro. Rocket's the great polarizer, bro. He's the great... He levels the playing field. It's weird because it... You know, here's the weird thing, chat. In a lot of ways, Rocket is the anti-triple support. In a lot of ways. And the reason that he is, right, is because... Like, I know people do play triple support with Rocket, but to be honest with you, outside of niche situations, triple support Rocket is, like, probably the least optimal support. And it mainly comes from the fact that what is triple support trying to accomplish when they substitute... Okay, chat, here's a little coaching question for you. When they take away a DPS and they substitute that DPS for, like, Adam Mantis or, like, Ultron Mantis, what are they trying to do? Like, what are they losing? And then what are they trying to offset? What's going on there? Does anyone know the answer to that question? Why, when they get rid of a DPS, do they try to replace it with characters like Mantis and Adam? Why is that what people are doing instead of, you know, like some other things? You're losing offensive power, increases survivability, losing damage to add stability, right? But you can't lose all the damage in the comp, right? You can't lose it all because you need damage. You need like damage is important to bait out ultimates, to kill people out of position, to threaten tanks. So they are, you know, they're losing offensive power, but they're gaining it back in Mantis and Adam. But Rocket is a support who practically does no damage. I mean, he does a little tiny bit of damage, but like compared to Mantis, Adam, Ultron, this character is not doing any damage. So when you substitute a DPS for a third support Rocket, your damage is minimized. So like, there's a lot of ways to exploit that up against a triple support composition that is playing Rocket. And so like for the most part, I think Rocket is like probably one of the worst triple supports to play, but he's really good in two support comps. Rocket is is extremely good at providing like a mass bulk of healing to a composition. And now with this new buff here, he's really good at creating opportunities for DPS players to kill through supports. So like I actually think that the buff to this Rocket is in a way like a counter to triple support. Like I think it's actually a really good counter to triple support. I think two support Rocket comps will be really good against triple support comps. I mean, yeah, Rocket does shred close range, yeah, but like triple support Adamantis, they don't really want to stand on top of people. But I mean, he can fight back when he needs to. But you see what I'm saying? He's not like poking. Punisher Starlord extra Kuno is gonna go crazy. Oh shit. What other damage buffs are 40? I believe Luna damage boost is. Yeah, he had 40% in season 0. Yeah. So his original only gave damage boost. And it was 40%, I believe. It was 40 or 45, but I think it was 40. Then they nerfed it to 25 and then gave him HP buff. And now they're giving him back the damage that he had. So, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and run the first coaching with Jaw, if you're here, Jaw, and then we'll go ahead and run some marbles for some free coaching after that. So I have you added, don't I? I do. All right, Jaw, is there any specific game you want me to focus on? Get the game with the draw. This one? How do you enter coaching? So after this, I'll tell you how once we start doing marbles. But we need to get through the he skipped the line. He paid to skip the line, so we're gonna do him first. No, not that one. Okay. A different draw? Is it this one? Yeah, that one? Okay, cool. And so what characters do you mainly play in this game? Is it mainly Phoenix? Because I'm gonna put it on the screen. I'm curious what y'all ban though. Looks pretty normal. Not pretty normal. Y'all banned Loki? Wait. Who banned Loki? Oh, they did Loki Ultron? Okay, that's interesting. Oh, weird. Okay. Oh, you started on Strange. You play all of them, but a good amount, but main Gene? Okay, cool. I'm gonna put in...
No such thing, bad student, only bad teacher.
Okay, let's do record or hero, Strange / Gene, and then for rank, this was... What was this rank again? Of course, I'm leaving it to figure it out. D2. Get in line for coaching. So we do it via marbles. It's a lottery system. We'll do it after this. All you have to do is type in chat when we're ready, and then you just get entered in, and then it's a lottery system. Or you can skip the line. But yeah, we're doing Jaws first, and then we'll go and do a lottery system. So if you're still around in like 25 minutes after we're done with this VOD, yeah. Did I miss it? Am I trolling? Here it is. Okay. Anyways, let's get started. Do you start off with Strange? Okay, cool. So I kind of see what you're doing a little bit here. You're like thinking about the back line, I think a little bit at the start. So one thing I will tell you, Jaw, this is just a little interesting thing to think about here. So sometimes it's hard, right? When you're on tank, especially on Strange, you have like a lot of capability to like peel and like go make plays, right? You can fly and peel this off angler. You can go and contest people. I think how you play Strange in the default, like in the neutral is what we call it, kind of depends on who your second tank is. So there's a lot of responsibilities that a tank has to have. They have to apply pressure, typically on the front line. They can't let their team get walked on. They have like certain responsibilities of pressure, right? And if you were a solo tank here, or if your second tank was like a Venom here, or your second tank was like even like a Thor here, you have to take on a lot of those responsibilities. You take on a lot of the frontlining responsibilities. So you're less likely to go like chase a flanker or like chase a flyer randomly, right? You could do those things within reason, but you kind of got to hold those back to an extent. But when you have a mag as your second tank, you got to understand that in a lot of ways, he takes on the main tanking responsibilities, and you can take on a lot more what we call off-tanking responsibilities, which is just like you're more free to kind of play in a flexible way to like deny certain threats. And like this means that you could peel really, really hard in the back line. Leave the front line, peel hard for the back line. This means you could go and contest like a flyer, or you can go and fly up and contest like a DPS off angler. Does that make sense? So like when you, but only under the situations where there is another tank that can take those responsibilities for you. Like a Mag, like a Groot. There are going to be some times where a tank can do that is like an untraditional tank, can do those jobs for you, but it's something to think about where like Strange doesn't only play the same way every single game. It really depends. It changes a lot depending on who their second tank is. So basically in this game, when you have a Magneto, I think you could take on a lot of those more off-tanking roles. Just something to think about. Hydrate, I got you. With exclamation mark gfuel. Like, yeah, like, okay, that person does die, but like that's like an example here of like, as a Strange here, you want to basically, anyone that comes into this area, you want to go and contest them and chase them out of these areas. If there's a flanker that comes into your back line, you want to contest that person. If there's a magic, you want to chase her down and clear it. You want to clear this ground. You want to clear any high ground that people get on. You want to clear it as Strange. That's your job. You don't care too much about contesting the objective and holding the choke. You have another tank that can do those things. You want to be able to clear everything that you possibly can as Strange, which is what you did. It's a good. Is 5 gifted the line, or do I have to send 25 some other way? 5 gifted works. 5 gifted works, but there's also a PayPal link down below. Wait, I'm showing the bottom of my monitor for some reason. Okay, there we go. That's better. Coach, can you send me the link for the attachment you got to hold your phone? I only have one mic on, but I want to get everything ASAP. I need to get. There's a lot I need to send you. Let's have like a quick call after stream. We'll talk about it. 50 gifted. Okay. Yeah. Here you just gotta be a little bit careful about your shield health. I think we have been using it a little bit too much here. We're not like floating it enough. But yeah, gotta be careful here. Can't press with 200 shield. Could easily die here. Very easily die here. And then I know that this is a hard habit, but just like constantly reminding yourself that you can cancel your reload, which I know you know. It's just more of a conscious thing. And see, like this is like just really, really greedy play, right? Like you got to think about it this way. Like on defense, getting kills and getting staggers is cool. Like it's good to do, but your death matters way more than their death. Like going in here and going into wipe when y'all don't really have massive numbers advantage here and you're low resources is just extremely greedy. We're mainly just trying to contain and contest. When they come and take our space, we can contain and contest them. We don't need to chase them down and kill them. The only time I would recommend doing this is if you have everything under control. And the only way that you have everything under control is if you have 675 health. You have full shield resources. Your team is pushing in. You have multiple picks. Holy shit! 25er by Hulk.
No such
Here, let me add you on the list. Hulk.
only blood teacher.
Okay, after Hulk, we're gonna do one free guaranteed before we do another one. So if anyone wants to skip the line, keep in mind it's gonna be after Jaw, Hulk, and a free one. Just so you know. After this. So okay, yes, okay. There will be a guaranteed free one after Hulk.
Hulk gifted a tier 1 sub to Bulls Nation 1574.
No such
Like I understand the vision here, but like no one on your team is really following you. And you also gotta keep in mind that, remember, before you push this push, right? We knew that there was people on the right. Like you knew for a fact there was people on the right? So like if you know that there's people here, you know that it's gonna be hard for your entire team to press with you. Like even if in your mind you're like I think if you're really gonna make a play here, I think it's better for you to just pressure here and try to create isolation on the right for your team to go in, but not like full commit, right? Just a little bit of greedy play, but it's fine. We keep going. Check Discord when I get the chance. Discord. No, yeah, no. You could put the amount to skip the line in the as a pinned. Yeah, that's fine. You could put the amount to skip the line. Oh, yeah. So basically, after these next two VODs, we're gonna be doing marbles, which is like a lottery system to get free VODs. Well, I'll announce it when we do. Yeah. I wonder what you're gonna do here after you died.
The Sorcerer Supreme.
See, this is one of my fears. So like, yeah, so this is kind of a double throw here. So like dying first is already really bad here because, you know, as a tank, you have so many tools to not die. But you have to imagine that with you dead here, and like this is kind of where you maybe do a little bit of prediction or sometimes even wait, where with you dead here, it's going to be really, really likely that your team just kind of falls over. And so if you walk to point here and on the way to point, your team dies, y'all lose the opportunity to recontest with port. It's like really, really bad. I would say like, I know sometimes it's not the easiest call to make, but sometimes you need to literally press tab. And it's really, really bad when you're coming out as Strange, right? Because let's say we know in a second your Magneto's going to die. That Magneto could swap to Strange himself, and then he can port the rest of the team back if he dies. So, like, walking back point here as Strange, I think is one of the worst things. Like, out of all the possible options, I think you could have just ported yourself and maybe delayed the port slightly so that your team could come back. You could have swapped to something else and then walked to point, and then if your teammates die, they can swap to Strange because you're not on it and port your team back. But doing this means that your team cannot port back, and you're not getting yourself back to point instantly, and no one can take your port. So it's like the worst of all things, basically, is walking back here. Is this console? Yes. I should have ported, but it looked for a second we were fine. Then we weren't good at, so I'm gonna do something crazy. Yeah, like I actually think that it would have actually been better for you to swap to something else and walk here. Especially like the higher ranking lobbies where you have actual teammates that would swap, it makes it better. But like I just think walking back here as Strange is literally the worst thing you could do, for sure. Can I send a VOD where I lost SVP and my 2 DPS were 914? I know I made some mistakes, but I want to know more. Yeah, if you get picked for a VOD, yeah, we can do that for sure.
Returns.
Because, yeah, I mean, your whole team is dead. Yes, I mean, you already know it's kind of awkward. Yeah, I mean, there's just no way that this is gonna work. But yeah, definitely. Portal timing and stuff like that are all things that like pretty much every player needs to think about, regardless of whether they play Strange or not. Because, like, I mean, you just as a hypothetical, right? Y'all retake that point with port pretty easily, and y'all have both y'all have Cloak plus Jeff plus a Rocket ult, and then y'all will build y'all's ultimates in the fight. Like, it's a y'all. I'm not saying y'all would win that fight, but it's a real fight. Y'all get a real second attempt to first point hold, and then instead y'all just get nothing, right? This skin is cool. And so, remember, you're still down a player. So, like, I know you want to play this mad aggressively. But, like, right now, you're still down a player. And most importantly, there's still a magic here. So, like, and there's actually still another off-angler here. So it's going to be, we're once again in a situation where there are threats on our off angles and we're pressing the front line like nothing, like everyone is going to rally around only us. And we're the only thing that matters is what we're doing. We talked about it before where you kind of made the exact same mistake on first, where we're pressing, even though that there's people that control off angles. It would be far better for you here to help clear the Bucky, help clear the magic. Like, we could walk in here, we could fight the magic, we could chase this magic off, we could chase this Bucky off. Then, after these players are out of our back line, then we can press the front line with our team. Because doing this even when we weren't down would be bad, but because we're down, like, it's so possible that you just die here. I'm actually almost assured that you're gonna die unless your supports just try to bail you out. And if you didn't know that you knew that magic was on the off angle, and if you didn't know that your team was dealing with something else on the off angle here, like, we're just not really paying attention to what our team is doing ever. And that's like really, really bad. As a tank, one of the most important things you could do is just constantly be trying to look behind you really quickly. Oh, who's behind me? Are people pushed up with me? Can I push here? And until you get the green light, we cannot just W key in like this. Because yeah, once again, this is another stagger that we decided to commit to this front line when our team is dealing with, like, they're dealing with that Bucky, and honestly, this magic didn't even go in. If she went in too, like, imagine if that Bucky's on the off angle, this person goes in while you're just W king front line, because we're just not paying attention to what our team's going through, right? Thinking I should contest the front to give my team more space to clear them. Now, it's way better for you to force them off the angle first, and then you can contest front, right? But it's all about containing. Like, that's kind of you got to think about it like a tank's job is to deny space. And like, I want you to imagine, could you push this front line if there was a Hela sitting here? Like, if there was a Hela sitting right here and a Moon Knight sitting right here, can y'all just let that happen? Like, and even though these characters aren't quite those characters because they can't deal damage from range, they still threaten. There's still like a potential for them to do damage, and there's still the threat of them, which is gonna put your entire backline on like red alert. Like, they're gonna be like extremely cautious and scared of this. And until you alleviate those problems, alleviate those threats, you can't expect them to come and run in frontline with you. Because that's the reality is if you W key here and your team just W keys with you, like, they're gonna get like triple flanked. They're gonna get double flanked. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, let's keep going. Where did my fucking cursor go? Okay.
Armed
and I bet you y'all are gonna get snowballed through this point.
Again!
Nice. Good clear. But like, similar to how you killed this Bucky here, like, to take it to a more extreme example, imagine if instead of killing this Bucky, you just somehow avoided this Bucky and then ran to point. And then you expected your team to be able to heal you on point when you didn't clear the threat first. Like, killing this Bucky clears the space for your team to walk. It's a very similar concept. This is just like a more extreme example where you did the right play here, where it's like, you have to kill the Bucky, you have to clear him. And like, the cool thing about tanks is like, if a DPS is on an off angle, they can't 1v1 you. If you have full HP, full shields, there's literally no tank, there's no DPS besides maybe Wolverine that can 1v1 you. Maybe Iron Fist, but like, you could still probably clear off an Iron Fist if you don't get your abilities blocked. And that means that you just have to show presence to a lot of these DPS and they just run away. And then they use, like, if their magic use dash to run away, then if she wants to get back into position, she has to walk all the way there. You buy yourself a lot of time. Like, that's what tanks get to do, is they just get to force people to move. Can you hear the SFX for the skin? Yeah, it's sick. I like that. I don't know. Can you, chat, correct me if I'm wrong. I think you can. I don't know if you would have been able to kill him. That wouldn't have mattered because the strange is here. I think that's a good ult, though. I think that's really a good ult. I mean, you stun 3 people. That's really good. Sometimes, not in this situation, but sometimes when you stun a whole bunch of people in a support ult, not when there's a strange here. Like I said, I think you played this well. I would look for opportunities to try to shield things off, especially if you have some amount of communication. There's a lot of cases. This happens more so as you climb, but you're really close to high elo. So I'm just going to give you this advice now. It's like you can shield off certain targets. The target that is within like let's say you stun a whole bunch of people in like a Luna ult. You can shield off like one of the outer edges and get your teams to kill it because you can deny the healing because the shield denies line of sight. That's only going to happen, like I said, in higher lobbies, but it's just something to think about. Sometimes there'll be opportunities for that. I'm a little behind. I heard your message. I should be free after stream or tomorrow. Okay, yes. That's good.
By the eye of Agamotto.
There's a big fucking ult. Wait. Oh. Oh no. They use cloak ult. No. Okay. I mean, you can't. Yeah, they're trolling, but you played that perfectly well. I think that you played that fine. There's nothing wrong. You got antied, but like you pretty much had no other way to do anything about that. It's fine. Your team held. Yeah, like contesting her directly there is super strong. Like anytime you can contest a flanker directly as Strange, especially when you have a main tank like Mag, it's really good. Like forcing, like it's so much better for the Magic to come into your backline and use all of her cooldowns on you rather than use all of her cooldowns on like your cloak, right? Because she's never gonna fucking kill you, so it's fine.
The moon haunts you.
I don't hate that peel. I don't hate it. Let me look at how you did this.
The moon haunts you.
So the kind of ironic thing here a little bit is I think that this is like the one guy that you don't really have to peel that aggressively, mainly because so he's their only tank. And he's the least like lethal out of like a lot of these flankers, right? He's not a Magic or a Bucky or a Moon Knight. And if you press this back line, they literally can't walk. So like in a way, you completely isolate. Plus, it's just you're contesting into a Moon Knight ult, right? So like if you just press this back line and like right now you're full HP, you have like a lot of charge, you could probably walk forward and like do a whole bunch of damage. I think that this you could have completely like basically cut him off from his back line. I think it's a really strong play. I know I just told you a whole bunch to peel, and I think peeling is strong, but in this case, this Strange just completely isolates himself. I thought he had ult. Yeah, I mean that's fair. That's fair. I would probably just like another thing is like this is another concept. I know that this requires you to rely on your supports a little bit, which is always a hard thing to get people to do. But here's like a question. When is it okay? So let's say you're playing, I don't know. Let's say you're playing like a Thor. When is it okay for you to ignore? Oh, okay, sorry. Let me back it up. Let's say you're playing a Thor and the enemy is playing a dive comp. They're playing like Venom and BP and like just a whole bunch of dive shit. When is it okay for you to stop peeling and go push their backline instead? When is it okay to like forgo, like maybe you spent most of that game peeling. You're stopping that Venom. You're trying to mark the BP. When is it okay for you to not do that? What do y'all think, chat? When is it okay for you? Let's say you're playing Thor to peel your backline against the dive. When is it okay for you to not do that shit at all and just W key their backline? When is that okay? What do y'all think? Any theories here? He gets no heals through though, right? Moon Knight separates that. Yeah, but he doesn't need heals here. I mean he can still get heals like the enemy can. But if he cuts this off, like his Strange is getting no heals. Like basically he just has to deny, like he has to just pressure this backline and this Strange should die. When they are dead, yeah, you could definitely run it down when you have a bunch of picks, yeah. When the backline is not being pressured, true, but it's hard. Venom BP can come at any time, so you don't know when the backline's not being pressured. When you have ult and supports don't, maybe. When the BP and magic's out of CDs. When supports have ult, there it is. That's what I'm talking about, Bomber. Let's go. So, a Venom dive, Venom engaging, BP engaging, all that shit is canceled out by your support popping Q. So if I'm Thor, and I know that my support is walking into this fight with ultimate, what's the point of me standing around my support to deny a dive when the second the dive comes in, she's going to pop ult and live anyways? Right? So in a similar situation here, when our support, like you could spend a whole game peeling, but the second your support has an ultimate, you don't have to peel anymore because they can protect themselves. They can keep themselves alive. They just press Q. So like you basically peel for a giant percentage of it. And then in the moments that your supports have ults or some way to protect themselves, then you can go pivot really hard in the back line and you just worry less about peeling in that moment. That's kind of the idea here. Yeah. And so that's why it's important to really look at what your team has, because it can, you know, change up your playstyle, right? Like massively change up your playstyle. So like in an example here, maybe you're afraid of Strange ult in theory, but you know, your Luna could just pop it, right? Your Luna could just pop Q and if keep themselves alive in a Strange ult. And in fact, every Luna's just gonna pop Q in response to a Strange ult. But in general, the whole concept is you don't need to deal, like even if worst case scenario they have a Strange ult, it's not your job to deal with that and peel that and like play in a really weird way where you're like gonna permanently mark this Strange. Like that's not really your job, right? Makes sense, but that level of trust, I know. That's why I'm saying. It's hard because you have to trust your supports to fucking press Q before they die. I know that's a hard thing to do, but you got it. you have to trust your supports to press that Q button. I know it's hard. I know. But where is your mag? Is he dead? Where the fuck is this guy? Oh, he died. Wait, where did he die from? Oh, then y'all Luna too. Okay, I see. I've been wondering where the fuck is the mag. Because like right here, until your mag gets back, I would encourage you to not play overly aggressive, because you're still down a player. No one on their team is weak. So like we just need to kind of contest here. We can play around this cart a little bit for cover. We can back up, give space. Like it's not right there at the objective, so we don't need to like full commit to this. And then once our mag is back here, then I really want to see you take some more of these off-angle responsibilities. Like we can walk this top side and like force this Moon Knight down. Like this is a slight off angle that we just don't want him to have. And like imagine if we're flying up here and then this Strange comes and contests us. Like anything that we force the Strange to do about us is value, because like the Strange is their only tank, right? So right, basically I don't want you to just commit to this front line like I'm gonna fucking run through the front line. I'm gonna because it seems like every time you're up against a Strange, you're like trying to just perma trade damage with the Strange, which I think is okay, but especially in situations like this where you're down a player, all you're waiting is for the regroup, right? And then once again, there's a lot more things you could do besides just frontlining here that I think is a lot of value. Did you watch the AJ Ignite last night? Gen G versus ONG was crazy. I did not. I might need to look at highlights.
Armed and dangerous.
Yikes. Was your shield broken?
Armed and dangerous.
I can't even tell if your shield was broken or not. You still have shield, don't you? Yeah, you do. Wait. Oh no, your shield is broke as fuck. You're dead. Yeah. But like, okay. Why did we get to this point? Why did we even get into this bad situation? Like, yes, I understand you got hooked, but like, ultimately, why are you low HP? Why are you slightly out of position? Why are you low cooldowns? Why is your shield almost broken? It's because we're trying to match and meet the opponents entire pressure in front line when our mag wasn't even back yet, right? Like our mag was still in spawn, who's like, we're down a player and we're also losing our main frontliner, and we're trying to fight and hold this space instead of giving some of it. And like when you like here, let me whip up epic pen. Like in general, when you really hold your ground against things, the bigger force is gonna just like devour the smaller force. Why is my fucking epic pen never working anymore? This program is just bugging all the time. Yeah, well, here, maybe I can get it to work. Oh, did everything fucking crash? Epic pen, stop. Okay. Okay, cool. I think I can draw now. Yes, let's go. So I mean, it's kind of just the concept of this. Like it's a hyper simple concept, but it's important to keep reminding yourself of. It's just like, if this is your team and this is the enemy team, like, and like if the numbers are equal, oh, my fucking drawing is terrible. If the numbers are equal, then you can bash and trade like you are doing. But like throughout this entire game, there have been moments in time where you have either put yourself in a situation where you break off from the group and you put yourself as a 1 bubble and you're pushing like a 3 bubble, a 3 yellow bubble, which this has happened a lot. Or there's a situation like this where you're a 5 bubble and there's a 6 bubble pushing you and you are not giving any ground to this 6 bubble. And the idea is like, when a team has more pressure, more numbers, more people alive, when they want to contest a space, you can hold it slightly. Like, you don't have to fucking leave the whole area, but you need to give them ground. And you need to give them ground like before you use all your resources. The whole point here is to not expend your resources as much as possible. Because basically what happens here, to be honest with you, is by the time your Magneto gets back, you're dead again. We staggered once again. This is like the 5th time we've done that, right? Where like we are getting picked off. And I understand they use the Buckyo and all that stuff. None of that would have mattered. You have tons of tools to keep yourself alive against those things. If we weren't trying to stand against the 6. And in some ways, we're like pushing ourselves. It's like 4 of our team. Let me rewrite it. In some ways, it's like 4 of our team is here. We are right here. And then their 6 is right here. And we're like thinking ourselves as we're fucking Gandalf holding the line, right? We're saying you can't pass. We need to get the fuck back to our team. And then we need to get the fuck back and give space until we can be a 6 again. And then we can hold the front line. And then we can trade blows. And then we can pressure. Right? And then you, as an individual, can look for little isolations on the angles to take maybe 1v1s. You know, you can isolate this Moon Knight and force him down or kill him. You can isolate people on these isolated angles. But we are not running into their team. We're not holding the line by ourselves. And so, like, this, I feel like this play is kind of a continuation of the same mistake you've been making all game, which is taking on too much responsibility by yourself, thinking everything is on your shoulders, and also thinking that everyone is on the same page as you. Both those problems. We're kind of doing both those things at the same time. You're trying to do too much, and you're thinking that everyone is all about what you're doing. It's all important. You always do coaching when I'm working. Hope all is good. Hey, what's up, Flash? What's up, bro? Catch you later, Mouse. Yeah, because like this is all a result of like this death is, it's all a result of the previous play. Like this was all because of the previous play, right?
The Sorcerer Supreme returns.
This is good stuff though. This is a good coaching, because I think these problems that you're having right now are so fundamental and important that if you can solve these ones, you'll see dramatic improvement. Because a lot of the other parts of your play are really, really good. It's just like, this is such a core fundamental problem. It's really important. And it's an easy one to make. It's an easy mistake to make. Trying to bite off more than we can chew. Not really thinking at all about what our team is doing. As like pieces on the board. Anyways, let's watch some of this. Now we swap over to that Star-Lord. think this is okay. Yeah, you probably just need to reset here. Yeah, this is fine too. Just resetting. Okay, that guy didn't. Come on, bro. What are with Spider-Man doing shit like that, bro? Will it kill a Spider-Man player to just ult when their team is alive instead of always trying to ult to kill 3 people after their team is dead? Like, I don't understand. Any Spider-Man players in chat that understand this shit, because I don't understand that. The Spider-Man players just want to be the hero that clutches every fucking fight by themselves. I don't understand. The way you're playing this is what good though. You're just trying to build ultimate here. Yeah, well played. The only thing I don't really like about this ult is that I think that you probably should have specifically targeted the Adam Warlock. I think he's probably like your scariest threat. I mean, I think the Moon Knight kill is good, but you know, he's the one that he's the only one that can like outdo your ultimate, right? I guess that ultimate is so terrible, so it's fine. I shouldn't have expected anything more. Spider-Man's the hero you need, not the hero you want. I use Spidey, but that is the dumb thing to do. I tried Spidey. I was back when my team is dealing with the front. Exactly. Yeah. The 2-for-1 pressure. I think I think your Star-Lord's pretty good. I think the only thing that I'm noticing throughout your play a little bit. Why is it still recording the bottom of my fucking monitor, bro? The only thing I'm noticing a little bit is that you have a little bit of an over-reliance on flip. Like, I think it comes from a little fear, but like when you're playing Star-Lord, I really want you to try and move from like piece of cover to corner of cover to other corner of cover. And like use your flips specifically to dodge abilities, but I'm seeing like a lot where you're just kind of like you're like standing around an open space and then using your flip to just keep shooting in open space instead of like try to isolate a little bit more of the angles that you're shooting, right? If you want to shoot at the Bucky, play a corner that only looks at the Bucky. You want to shoot at the Magic, play a corner that only shoots at the Magic. You want to shoot at the front line, play a corner that isolates the front line. Does that make sense? Like instead of playing as much open space, we're playing more specific angles. And then you can accomplish the same thing. If you're trying to build ultimate, it's a lot easier to do it farming one person right in front of you rather than peeking like 3 or 4 people simultaneously. We're kind of using these flips a little bit liberally just to stay alive in open space. Just a little bit. And see, like even here. Like even like right here, like no, right? Like we had a little bit more flight. Use the more flight to fly to this angle and then peek it like this instead of being here, right? Never be here, never be here. Like we need to be in an angle, a corner, a cover at all times, basically, instead of here. Because that like the only reason you get forced out here is because you take a whole bunch of damage blind. And the only reason we take a bunch of damage is because we're face tanking the choke, right? We're not actually playing any corner. And like you would really love to be here because like you don't get forced out. And like as a hypothetical, let's say someone walks in, you know, this Bucky walks in aggressively or whoever, and because you're here full health with both your flips because you didn't burn your flips in open space, you still have full HP because you didn't peek the choke, and then you fucking one clip the Bucky or you finish off the Bucky or whatever, and now all of a sudden a fight that y'all would have just got rolled over, you're alive, and you got a kill, and you can stave off that pressure. And if you have to, you can just, you know, flip back, fly up the stairs, reset with your team. You're fine. You're not at risk of death, right? So, it's kind of like a little bit of a cascade effect. You got to think about a little bit. Okay, we'll probably watch this a little bit more, and then we do got to speed along because I think we've been coaching this for a while. Nice peel for the Bucky. Nice kill on the Bucky.
By the eye of
Don't forget, you can grab that bubble. You can grab that bubble before you spin. Broken. Like right here, your ass could fly, and that's what people in Pro Meta are doing. You can fucking fly your ass through this bubble and spin, and you'll fucking speed spin and speed, like they won't be able to run away from me. And so like right here, you know they're gonna port. So I think flying to the objective is actually not the best thing that you could do here, because everyone will pop out of this objective. So like there's a couple things you could do. You can you can set up here and like wait for any walkers. Like, you know that some people are going to be walking. And so like when the Thor goes in contest, when people jump out of the portal, we can we can plan to assassinate some of the walkers, or we just play in a safe position, build our ultimate up, and win the fight with ultimate. Like either of those things are like reasonable plans. But I don't necessarily think it's your job to like run bait. Like we want to make sure that we have as many resources as possible when they pop out of this portal. We don't want to have low flips. We don't want to have low flight. Like we want to have everything, all of our cooldowns before they pop out. Like actually, like standing on objective here is actually not the best position you could take. Like, just as a hypothetical, like, imagine if we were set up here when this happened, right? We're set up here. Like, vulnerable, fall down, E, pop ult, kill, like, force ult. Or we can just create a separation. The people that are touching point are not the people that are back here. If they have to peel for you here, they're not over there. Like, there's just, like, a lot of different pieces of pressure you could have. And so, like, here, maybe you thought you were going to try to kill a Star-Lord here, but the thing that you know that the enemy team absolutely have to do, right, is they have to contest cart. Like, they have to contest cart here. And so what that means is that if we just wait, like, our Lunar ult's going on, we're going to be okay. Just wait for the Cloak ult to end, and then just ult. Everyone on point is just going to die to your ult. Like, this guy's not a guaranteed kill. Like, if you want to go press him directly, sure. But who cares if he, who cares if he reses? Like, honestly, you could just wipe the point. It doesn't even matter. But we shouldn't, I don't think we should be popping ult here until the Cloak ult is over. Too high a risk to, like, just have all of our ult, like, basically do nothing. Not to mention, like, yeah, like, imagine if you pop out right here and pop ult. Like, they have nothing. They just die. A nice follow-up, though. Ooh, the Thor's so low. No! That's unlucky. That's a little unlucky. Probably could have played back and waited for Cloco, but it's hard to know. Like, it's just a hard play to make. And all the chaos. Understandable. Nope, y'all lose this fight for show. Okay. We have to move on to the next coaching thing soon. I'm gonna fast forward to you play Phoenix a little bit. I'm gonna look at a little bit of this, and then we're gonna move on. A little bit of this, and we'll move on. Just a little bit. You'd put your gameplay in line, but you're too good. Oh. I might need coaching from you, my boy. It's, I like you taking high ground here. This is good. Of course, Thor's here to contest you. Rest in peace, melee tech, by the way. This is a lot of forced peel. Holy shit. It's insane. Rip tech. Fuck melee tech. Yeah, the melee tech being changed, by the way, like, just so you know, massively changes your matchup with any dive tank. Venom, Thor included, but of course, like, the matchup with, like, Hulk and Venom is, like, way negative for you now. Like, you can't really stand your ground against those characters. You just have to leave. Which, honestly, makes fucking sense. You're a poke hero, but anyways.
Thanks for the boost.
Yeah, you just have to leave. Yeah, you just have to play like hella. You just leave. Venom's gonna be gross. So all that Phoenix tech I was asking, that doesn't even matter soon. Venom's gonna be gross. I mean, before, like, that Phoenix tech was really good against Venom, especially really good against Hulk. I like this actually. A lot of momentum. That's unlucky though. I think I actually like this play. I like this aggressive play. I think if we hit one more shot here, everyone dies probably. It's really close. The only thing I don't love about this play is the fact that you don't have... Did you use your right click already? Or your right mouse button? Yeah, like, I think having that is really good when you go for an all-in play. And, like, keep in mind also, you're walking front lane. I think it's actually better to pull off this play from, like, a more untraditional angle. Because you kind of get bailed out, so to speak, so you can kind of almost all-in dive. Like, we could fly up here, and, let's just say we fly up here. We, like, stun, shoot, dash in, melee, shoot, popple. Like, we go all fucking in, you know what I'm saying? Because we just get bailed out by our ultimate. So you can go for an even more aggressive play pre-ult. Like a more aggressive positional play. This play was super close to being insane. I do think, like, yeah, combining all your abilities together would have been a little bit better. Yeah, it's so close, actually. One more shot, yeah. Really close. Baiting out that ultimate, though, is not bad. And so, like, here... I think one of the best things that you can do is take an angle that is a little bit adjacent of the fight and, like, apply a lot of pressure. Like, we could fly up here. We could fly here. We could fly over on this off angle. It just gives you a way to constantly apply pressure to the fight. But if we have to, we can dip out a lot easier. Like, I know you might want to just stand in the middle here. I think it's a lot easier for you to be able to see what to shoot at and apply pressure from a safe position, like, not only now but as the ultimate ends somewhere else. That's the only fear, is that you get caught out of position when you're standing here, right? Instead of just playing at another angle like this, some constant pressure angle, like now now we have to reposition a little bit later. No one really notices we're here, so I guess it's fine. everyone kind of forgot about you, I guess. Ooh. There's a couple things I could say about the melee tech, but I literally think coaching that is pointless at this point because it's really getting changed. Honestly, you played this reasonably well. Can you coach me on my Silent gameplay? We're gonna be doing a marbles in a second, but first we have to do one more coaching VOD. Or should we do a marbles before? No. We're gonna do a coaching VOD of we're gonna do a coaching VOD of Hulk. Discourage, is it harder to hit scan on console, or does it have aim assist? It does have aim assist, but it's still harder. It's aim assist on aim assist is really low on controller in this game. You get aim assist on PC as well on controller, but it's like so much lower than any other game. It's like massively lower. Marbles, yep. All right, Hulk, you're up. Ja, I hope you learned something. I think specifically the tips on your Strange are, like, the most important, because there was just so many situations where you could have, in my opinion, gave your team a chance to hold that. And just a lot of, like, repeated errors, specifically around just being too aggressive on the front line, not really acknowledging advantage and disadvantage, and putting yourself in isolation. I'm gonna watch that VOD. Yeah, that's a good. I think that's a really, really good one, especially all the stuff I said about Strange. Really, really important. Your in-game name is Hulk2MR. Got it. Boom. Okay, let's see. Diamond 3, not Hulk. Magneto. Is there any game in particular? I'm guessing like a mag game. I could do a mag game. You play a little bit of everything. Yeah, tell me what kind of what hero you want me to cover. But let me, before I fill out the doc. D3. Angela Mag could be good. This one you play Strange Angela. This one you lose as only, I mean, you went 9-3, but you went 9-3, but actually you probably played that pretty well. I'm not gonna lie, everyone else in your team died. SVP to speed or that 7-6. Really low damage. How much of this game did you play as Angela? Hey, what's up, Red? What's up, bro? How you doing, brother? We're doing some coaching today. You only show up to Magneto at the end? Okay, yeah, probably not a great one. Is it this one? Is it, you want me to look at this one? This 9-3? I can take a look at it. Yeah. Doing great, just sitting back and chilling for once. I'll be here. Let's go. What do you think about the patch notes, bro? I think the patch is crazy. I know some people I've talked to have thought it's like a nothing patch. I think this patch is insanely gonna change the meta. Silent Hill later and patch notes look amazing. Sheesh, let's go. What'd y'all ban? A penny ban.
Pick your hero.
Penny magic banner instantly. I'm super hyped about the patch. Bro, I can't do horror games. I can't do any horror games, Red. Like I'm a bitch when it comes to horror games. But anyway, so let's do some of this. Okay. Hulk main, but it gets banned a lot. Interesting. Okay. You love horror games? I can't do it, bro. I fucking can't. I wish I could. I can't. I'm a bitch. Chat asked me to do horror games one time. But I said I would need like a massive dono to do a fucking horror game. Because I really just don't want to do it. Like, don't do it. Don't dono. Don't do nothing. Because I just don't want to do it. Resident Evil is goated. I mean, I can play Resident Evil. That's not really a horror. But it... I don't know. The line between me, like Left 4 Dead, not a horror. Dead Rising, not a horror. But like... when games get actual like scary games, I'm like, nah, I'm cool. Okay, anyways, let me back up and get to coaching. I like how you're playing this so far. A lot of good pressure on the back line. Not over focusing on the front line. I think this is all good. What do we use bubble on again? Let me look. Use bubble to bail out our teammate, right? What's our Luna frontlining for? He's a psychopath. Close. Yeah, our backline's kind of just getting pressed on here. So like you're down 2 people right now? Or 3. You're down 2. So like this is kind of similar to our, it's like we already lost 1 and then like now we lost a second one. This is like basically just backup. We just need to back up and live basically 100%. Like the fight's already over. Just need to keep backing. There's no point in, you took a step towards point. We can't do that. We're just gonna die. We just gotta leave. I will say that, like, we looked at your stats before this game even started, and you only died 3 times, and most of your team died 7 or 9. So, I'm guessing this game's gonna be really rough. But so far, you're playing this game particularly well, I think. Probably could have bubbled the Spidey in, but not a big deal. What I'm really curious is how you're gonna ult here. So, okay, that guy is trolling super hard. All right. So, real quick, let's talk about ultimates really quick. I think unless you get confirmation about the Invis using her jump, this is gonna be a very, very hard ultimate to hit, like a massive amount of time. Especially when she could be protected by, she could be shielded by Magneto. She could be bubbled by Magneto. She could be shielded by Strange. She could jump and go invisible somewhere and you have no idea where the fuck she is. Like, this might work here, but I promise you the second you get into slightly better lobbies, this shit, just ulting in response to an invisible ult is just like almost never gonna work. Another problem with this is you also got to think of like the upside downside. Like in a situation where this is OT and you have to 100% clutch it, sure, I think this is fine. But there's no reason why you can't just back out for this and then just like wait for this. Like we could just wait it out. We could just wait it out. We don't have to fight in here. Like maybe in a world where let's say you have 4 people inside this ultimate gets popped and all you motherfuckers are gonna die if you don't figure out a way to do something about this ult. Popping your Magneto ult does 2 things there. It keeps your team alive because it's absorbing projectiles and it gives you a chance to clutch up and kill something, right? That's not the situation. Like, we could just back out here, back up to our team. The risk is extremely high because we have no idea that she used jump. She honestly uses jump for no fucking reason. The Magneto doesn't bubble her and shield her. Like, this only worked because these players especially just fucked up. And we have a lot easier ultimates to hit later. Like, especially this cloak ult. Way easier for us to interact with. So, you said you miss your ult a lot. Like, ulting in response to this, in my opinion, like most of the time is not something you want to do unless you're guaranteed, like you're very confident in you being able to actually like it. Typically she popped it after she already used jump is like the best way to know for a fact. Or there's nothing that can protect them is another situation. They're playing like all in dive or something. I almost never try an ult in Invis. Cloak is easy unless she gets bubbled. Yeah, I think Invis is like I said, unless you have confirmation she already used jump, and even then it's extremely hard. Blade's gonna move up a tier? I think so. Like, what the fuck is this person doing, man? Why is she jumping? She jumped away from her mag. This person's trolling. So I think here. So we do bubble that guy. Probably should have bubbled the Luna. Oh, and wait, you don't have shift. Probably what we could have done here, I think, is most likely body block here. Like put our body in front of this Luna and just try to body block a little bit. Maybe wouldn't have kept her alive, but could have easily. So keep in mind your body. You can use your body in ways like that as a tank. Let's keep backing up. Let's keep going forward. Yeah, like this fight's already over, most likely. Oh, there you go. Ah. Okay. Y'all are literally, yeah, the fight's over once again. Nice kill though. Maybe it's not over. Doesn't have Magneto ult for that. Yeah, you want to try to walk with your Punisher, walk and shield him. Yeah. You're doing it well. You know what to do. It's all well played. Curious how. I mean, yeah, you're actually doing really good here so far. What rank is this? This is D3. D3 mag. Yeah, and like right here, pre-fight, what you should be thinking about more than anything is you have to build your ultimate. Because you know that you have no support ults. You know that they have support ults coming. Like, well, I mean, you have Ultron ult, but like, you don't have a real defensive ult. The only way that you're going to be able to counter specifically the cloak ult is with your ultimate. So like, you just need to just try to build ultimate as quickly as possible. Play defensive as you possibly can until you build up defensive ultimates is like kind of your goal here. So you're just really trying to contain. See, like this, a little bit late on the draw here, right? Like a little bit late on this, on the sound draw. Second, we pop. Second, boom, we pop it right here. 1, 2, 3. We could easily have dunked it right here and killed her. We're just not gonna do enough damage, right? It's on the screen, I'm blind. No worries. Like, the reality of this fight is that if we don't hit that cloak ult with our mag ult, there's just no way we win this fight. We have nothing. We have nothing. Yeah, worried about the strange ult. Yeah, that's another important thing is, like, try not to get too distracted by the things that don't really matter as much, right? Yes, there's ways that you could stop the strange ult and interact with that strange ult, but what really matters there is you hitting that ultimate more than anything else. That's, like, more important. It's like the hierarchy. It's, like, more important. Hey, Swag Jr. I know this is a nitpicky thing. Like I said, you played this game really well, but... Oh, Swag. What's up, bro? All right, I'm adding you to the list. After this coaching one, we're doing a free one, and then we'll hit you up right after. Oh, by the way, I need to delete Jaw from the list.
No such thing.
Because I mean, and you got to consider, like, it's not like their Magneto bubbled it or the cloak played perfectly to dodge you, right? We just didn't time it right and didn't use.
No such thing.
Let's fucking go with the 5 gifted. I added you to the list, brother.
Gifted a tier 1 sub to Shredder011.
Like, with Magneto, so I'm looking at your neutral play, and I think your neutral play is really, really good. I think there's a couple times you probably could have backed up when you didn't. You need to make sure that you're tracking who's alive and who's dead on both sides. Like, what's the advantage and disadvantage. But I think your aim's really good. I think your neutral's really good. You're being selfless with your bubbles. All that's really good. But you got to consider, like, right now, you're in Diamond. You're kind of at the upper limit of where Magnetos can let things go. Like, that's really what... Magneto's the guy that doesn't let shit go. If they cloak ult without bubbling it, that cloak dies. You know, if you did it really well, if the invisible jumps in front of you, that bitch dies. You know, like if they punish your ults, you press Q, you always dunk the Punisher, right? Like, you're the guy that can't let shit go, and so the margin for error on some of these ultimates is, like, extremely small, because to be a higher level mag, you never can miss that stuff. Never, ever, ever. You can't. Like, you have to force your opponent to at least outplay you. You can't outplay yourself. Does that make sense? Like, every opponent has to do something to deny your value. You can't mess up your value just by, like, you can't mess up your default value, like, at all. That's what it takes to be on like, the next level up, because you're right below, you know, the top 1%, right? A lot of your teammates have been calling me out as well. I mean, half of these players are trolling, but don't listen to what they have to say. My criticism comes from good faith, trying to help you improve. Their criticism comes from bad faith, trying to make themselves feel better. It's not the same. We're not the same. Thanks for letting me know my Mag deserves to be on my rank. And I'm not trying to be overly harsh. It's just, like, Mag is a character that is literally just, he lives or dies based on what you allow to happen, right? Your Magneto is, like, a very defensive character. So he's a character that is really dictated by whether or not you're consistently, like, doing or denying certain plays. Like, if you took like a top 1% Magneto and dropped him in a lower rank lobby, every Magneto, he's shitting on somebody. Every single one. Just because it's kind of just going through those motions. That's just something that you're going to have to practice. But every time it's important that every time you don't do an ult well or whatever goes wrong, try to reevaluate and say, oh, I should have done this. I fucked up the timing here. Or oh, I didn't do that. That's fine. We can reevaluate those things. I think that helps you make the better play the next time. But it's okay. Let's keep going. Really, y'all were really behind on economy through a lot of that game because y'all lost the first fight. and like invested a little in a lost fight, it was gonna be really hard to win. Yeah, like, how is this guy dead pre-fight? Like, this guy's trolling. I mean, look, how'd he die? He's our win condition. Chat, I swear, fucking Punishers, man. I was literally just bitching about Punishers yesterday. What's a good character to learn on this game for each class? I would just say pick who you like, man. I don't think there's any like must pick or must not pick. I think you just pick who you like. W Punisher player, bro. I swear. What is with Punishers staying in their fucking turret and dying pre-fight? It happens. It literally happened yesterday in fucking GM1, and now it's happening here too. I fucking hate. I hate him, chat. I don't care about any other player. Punisher mains, I despise you. I'm sorry. If you're a Punisher main, I can't. Now, if you play Punisher, that's a different thing. I'm talking about if you're like a legit, like, I play Punisher 90% of the time. Ooh, let me look at this. What do we use bubble on anyway? Like, that's not your fault. There's nothing you can do about that. And he used it on that at least. Yeah, I like you aggressively pressing this back line. One. And so like here, the second, this is another like kind of hard thing to do. But the second, another thing that like every Magneto needs to try to learn how to do is the second that this person, so you pop it at the perfect time, right? Once she gets here, it's basically impossible for you to get this kill, right? Like, she's gonna go behind a piece of cover and it's gonna be almost impossible. So you have to ask yourself, how do I still get value out of this ult? Because if you get a kill with this ult, it's still fine. Like, getting a kill with Magneto is still reasonable. And there are a lot of targets right next to you, mainly one, specifically this guy. You could just fucking blow up this Bucky, which is what you should do. Like, this is kind of what we're doing here is we're holding on to a prayer, right? And that's kind of the skill check. And Mag is like, this is also going to happen eventually where Punisher ults get bubbled, Cloak and Daggers get bubbled, the person that you were going to ult just, you know, they get some type of shielding, they get some type of body block, they get whatever, and you have to quickly try to identify the next best target. Because the reality of this fight here is this fight's almost at a standstill. If you killed this Bucky, y'all could just win the fight just based on that. Like, y'all didn't even counter their ultimate, but you win the fight, right? So, anyways, just something to think about when you're using your ultimate. Trying to find a secondary plan, a pivot plan. How is the Punisher dead again? What the fuck? I can't stand this guy. I can't, bro. I can't. I can't. Yeah, and that's the, and I'm not saying that this is easy, Hulk. I'm just saying that you're at a high enough elo where those are the things that you need to think about to go further, right? Those are the things that you need to think about to go further. Like last fight, you hit that cloak ult. Y'all might not win. Y'all are still down in a defensive ult, but you have a chance. Here, you hit you find a secondary play. You kill that Bucky. Maybe killing that Bucky. Your Punisher doesn't int and die. You bubble the Punisher. Like there's a way to win, right? And that's kind of what Magneto's are always looking for. It's like some route, some avenue to victory. And yeah, to win this game, you probably would have had to drop fucking 30 kills and only died like 5 times, but that's possible. It's not impossible for you to do, right? Ah, this is so cooked. This is so good. Is that pun even Lord? I don't know, bro. I want to just flame this Punisher for the rest of this VOD. I'm not gonna lie.
Armed and dangerous! You are under my protection.
A shield? That'll work.
That's a good kill.
By the eye of
Very unlucky and very unfortunate. I like you walking on their backline here. See, like, you understand what you're supposed to do in these situations. Very good. Very well played. But, like, right now, you need to build your ultimate. It's the most important thing you can do. I actually like this pop. Close. See, like, you almost did it. That's close. That's close. Honestly, damn, that was really, really close. Like, razor's edge close to carrying. That was actually insanely close. I'm not gonna lie, like, I think that there was things that you could have done better this game, which we talked about, but you still played, like, far and away better than everyone else on your team in this game. How does that not kill? Old soul, GD. DPS looks rough in this game. Yeah. I feel like Diamond is ranked in ranked right now is the biggest skill disparity that I've seen in my games. Games have been miserable lately. Yeah, I think Diamond is probably hell right now. That's what we're doing. That's what we're climbing on. That's what we're learning Venom in right now is in Diamond. Games are actually, there's like really good. Like Diamond just doesn't feel like, maybe it's because of the rank reset, but Diamond doesn't feel quite right now. I will say that. I would watch next more to learn from another game. Punny just feeds. Yeah. All right. Well, I want to look at a little bit more of a different game because I feel like that was not good enough. You played that game a little too well. This one you said you mainly played Angela? Or no, this one you mainly played Angela. What are your stats, actually? Let me look at him. About 50%. More than 50%. You have a positive win rate. Like, you're climbing. It looks like you're winning a lot of your games, to be honest with you. 17 and 6. Okay, we'll take a look at that a little bit. You didn't check for comp? Oh, I didn't check for comp. Oh, wait. Let me actually look at comp. I want to see your stats in comp. It does look like you're winning, though. Oh, yeah. Yeah, a little bit more than 50% on Mag. A lot on Hulk. Hulk, Strange, winning on Strange. Not winning on this. Not winning on Angela. But Hulk, Strange. I mean, yeah. Yeah. You got a reasonable win rate. You want me to look at this one? You do a lot of quick play? Yeah, I don't play any quick play at all. I think quick play is mostly not a great use of people's time. But if you find it fun, then that's a different thing. Just like if you want to improve, you want to play in the most competitive environment, right? So that's like the pressure cooker. Quick play is just way too random, I feel like. I do quick play so my wand walks in, I can just alt tab. Fair enough. That's fair enough. My thing is, like, looking at your profile, I don't really think that you've reached your natural limit of your rank. Like, you're honestly playing these games better than your rank suggests. But you haven't really put that much hours in comp. Like, I think you just need to spend more time. This is a really good grab. You just have actually like too few comp hours. I do get the comp thing though. Diamond is still filled with Celestial and Eternity players. There hasn't been much movement in the ranks. I don't know if it's filled with Eternity players, but maybe Celestial. That's a really good grab again. I mean, honestly, your Angela is really clean.
Just what I needed. Our foes have found us. There's still a chance to stop them.
You're actually pulling the fuck out of these players. You had D3 yesterday, GM next? Let's go. Wait, you're actually farming. Wait, how do y'all lose this game? I can't watch the whole VOD because we already did like a whole bunch of coaching for you, but I'm very curious about how the fuck did you... Bro, literally just farming through this. I'll get held here.
Vengeance shall be mine.
What happens in this fight? They had an insane defense.
Tremble before fast.
Okay, I'm actually curious how this fucking happened. Wait, where's here?
A little help, please.
Who died? Oh, the BP killed your guy. Ah, I see. Okay. Don't you have like every fucking ult?
I feel renewed.
Tremble before fast.
Like what? Are we what? Okay. Are we just not gonna press Q? All right, we're trolling. Everyone's trolling.
Vengeance shall be mine.
It sucks when you have Jeff ult and the enemy team has Raccoon ult. But they just swapped to Cloak, so. So one thing I am noticing about your play is I think that you should spend a little bit more time in the scouting phase, which is just like because you have a lot more mobility, so we can like fly up here, we can look, like it's basically like you're surveying the battlefield a little bit before you decide who to leap in. You're also threatening a grab on anybody. It kind of keeps people a little bit on their toes. Also, like scouting can like help you find like random dumb shit like this that. Like, this is a terrible spot for, like, a res beacon, but he's putting it there. But, like, yeah, we can just, like, kind of lurk up here and then find the target and then swoop in and grab. Especially, like, Magneto is probably your, like, #1 target. Strange can fly himself out. I think Magneto is, like, the best character that you can pull in here. Basically, the less mobility, the better on a target is, like, who you should be thinking about. Most likely. So yeah, I think Magneto would be really good here, and we're just kind of playing a little too low. Okay, you do end to eventually go scout. Okay, like we haven't spent a lot of time scouting. Okay, we didn't really spend any of that time scouting. We just kind of flew around. That ultimate's okay.
Armed and dangerous. Again.
I mean, honestly, your mid-fight decision making is not half bad. It's actually really good. I had someone playing Angela against Hulk and Venom, and it was a successful rage bait. Yeah, see, like, yeah, like this Magneto's just guaranteed dead. You bring that Magneto into your team, and he's just guaranteed dead. Can't move. Now you kind of know that res beacon's there, so I do like you trying to take an angle on it. Like, trying to break it. Nice. Fine. Yeah, I know that you're kind of trying to mark the BP a little bit. I think we've wasted a lot of these cycles not executing our own game plan. Like, we have a really strong game plan. We bring in that Bucky into position. We bring that Mag in. We kind of keep getting distracted on our plan. I'm not saying that marking a diver can't be value, but I do think that trying to execute our game plan is really, really strong here, and we should try not to get too distracted with it. Like, honestly, even when you found that BP in the off angle, you could have calmed and been like, hey, BP on the flank, and then like fucking then did your own thing. You know what I'm saying? PO less. See, it's a tricky. I think it's tricky. I think peeling can be powerful, but if you spend the whole game, like, okay, like let's imagine, like, as an example, let's say I'm Psylocke, right? Like, I could spend every single game constantly denying off angles and denying flanks the whole game, every game. But is that the best use of my value all the time? Like, or is me going backline, trying to get bait out cooldowns, get kills myself also worth value? I would just say try to weigh the cost of both things is the best way to describe it. Also, well, we talked about this concept earlier. When supports have ultimate, you don't need to peel as much because they have a means to keep themselves alive if things get bad. And so if you're just kind of waiting around to deny, it's not as valuable when your teammates can just like, they can bail themselves out of situations. So you can go and hit their back line, and if your back line gets hit, they can always just bail themselves out of it, right? When they have ultimate. So like peeling is at less of a premium. I would say peeling is better when neither, like, your supports don't have ultimates at all, right? Problem with my comp is no one opens their mic to tell us what they got. I could try pressing tab more often. Yeah, I would definitely recommend that as a tank again. Have we done marbles yet? No, we're about to do marbles right after this in like 2 minutes. I use Angela's access to peel and kill the diver. It gets heals overheld. It's not great for brawling, but viable. Yeah, and it's also getting a little buffed too. It's about the amount of heal it gives to allies, and its primary is getting buffed, and its damage is getting buffed. Or is it life gain? Well, anyways, it's getting buffed. Nice. I like ulting this, honestly. Oh, you had the same idea. Unfortunate hook. It's okay. You can keep the pressure on here, though. I like that. Honestly, you're playing this really well. That's close.
Armed and dangerous. Again.
Ah, this is so sad. This is so tragic. It's actually so tragic. You like barely lost that. Oh, wait, maybe I'll still win it, actually. You're about to build this ultimate up again. So, like, that should win it if you just ult their backline. Unlucky. Can't believe that guy didn't invest ultimate earlier. That was really close. Brother is him on Angela. He's tough on Angela. I'm not gonna lie, your Angela is really clean. Yeah, like it's actually really good. Like your opponents literally can't deal with you like at all. They're panicking. That stranger's so fucking fed up with you, bro. He went thing. He's like, fuck this guy, bro. I'm going thing. So like here at the end, I would be setting up to try to grab the cloak right after ultimate is a good thing to do. Which you kind of do. I think it's not gonna let you, but you can try it again. How many in line for VOD? We're doing one free VOD after this, guaranteed, and then there's one person in line after that. We're doing one marbles VOD in a second, and in like 2 minutes. We're just gonna watch the end of this fight. I'm just curious. This fight has gone on for so long. Holy shit. And what are you right now? Like, got 12 and 1. Y'all lose? Oh no, bro. This shit is actually so tragic. Cause like, if when your ult got canceled earlier, if it didn't get canceled, I'm pretty sure you win the fight right here. Well, no, not here. It was like in the fight before, right? It's like here. Yeah. It's like in this fight. Yeah, like if this ult doesn't get canceled, I'm pretty sure y'all win the fight like right here on the spot. You're the only one with an ult right now too, so it's a little bit rough, I think, that this did get canceled. Yeah, honestly, this is like... Also, like, just a general target priority. Like, this cloak used her fade already. and this like hasn't died. But yeah, this is honestly like a series of unfortunate events. I think I played much worse in the second round. I don't know what happened. Let me take a look real quick, and then we're moving on. You played much worse in this round. One thing I think is a little bit better to do here, just something to think about, is we don't have to necessarily meet them here at their spawn. We can just set up and wait. Like, we could sit somewhere like here, third person, or like sit somewhere like here. And then once they round the corner, whoever's the furthest forward, which in this case would probably be their Strange, that's who we go in and swoop and scoop, right? Because like we would like to be going through our cycle right now, as opposed to like earlier, where we cycled out because we tried to kind of greed up here. It's like pulling someone from here to here is not the same as pulling someone from here to here, right? Because we want to pull people into our team. So like I think having a little bit of patience on defense, especially waiting for opponents to kind of push up to the space and then taking that front person and pulling them further is gonna be a little better on defense here. Oh, that BP just killed both of your supports, so the fight's over. Nah, really good. Really good, really good, really good, really good, really good, really good, really good. The BP killed another person, though. That man is going the fuck off. This is a good Angela player. Most Angela players are bad. Can I get added to the list to get coach? We're gonna do a free marbles one in a second. Right after this fight. This has to be the last fight. I like you stalling here and getting some value, but unfortunate that you couldn't live. Your team is like nowhere in sight though. Yeah, I don't really think you played this that bad, to be honest with you. I think you played this fine. Like the stat sheet doesn't actually matter here. Like the first fight was just instantly lost because your supports got blitzed. Like instantly blitzed. Yeah, it's just really unfortunate that y'all didn't get a real fight here. Y'all did not get a real fight on this fight, even though y'all used 3 ults. Like, I don't know, that's just troll. Nah. This is only one free no. We're doing a lot of free coaching, but the problem is like people are paying to skip the line, but I want to make it so that still people can get a coaching VOD for free too. You know what I'm saying? Because ideally because it's $25 to skip the line, but if people just keep paying, then there will be no free VOD. So I wanted to kind of force through a free VOD, if that makes sense. At least one. At least I'm gonna force through them every like 3 or 4. Yeah, I mean, y'all are just gonna get snowballed. Y'all used all 3 of your support ults for a fight that y'all didn't even attempt to fight. I mean, you tried your best. It's fine. Did you watch the last fight? Because our team Jeff did some BS. I mean, that's not really his fault. Like he did some BS, sure. Like this is what he did right here. Like your Jeff did this, where he popped ults, and like he was gonna go to point. But then instead went back here. Like this is kind of troll a little bit, but it's even more troll that your team is here. Like you're alone on point, and your Invis ulted here. Your Strange is back here. Your Scarlet Witch is back here, and where should they all fucking be? Over there on point. The reason that your Jeff troll too, he probably should have just committed to this so he could have contested. But the reason that he didn't ult this right here, I think maybe because of the Punisher or that his team was getting dope. I don't fucking know. But yeah, like when he came over, it was this right here, right? Like right. No, it's like back here. Like from his point of view, he can't grab anything here besides you. Oh, in the last fight replay? Oh, you're talking about here? Not this fight. You should make a video about the difference between carrying and playing well.
A little shield up. We've got trouble. An extra force field? Great.
Wait. Let me back this up. What did he do?
Shield up.
Who do you think he was ulting? I mean, I think he was thinking he was thinking that he was gonna ult the cap, but the cap dashed out, and then he ate your whole team, which is cool. Wait, that's actually so. That's a really genius play. You know what I'm saying? Watching these are helping me, even though they aren't mine. Yes, sir. P2MG Jeff. W Jeffrey. It happens. I don't really think he like threw this game or anything like that. It's just like Jeff ults like that, or like, I mean, people do that shit even in GM Celestial. So it's like, yeah. Anyways, all right, chat. We're gonna do. He received himself next game with the MVP though, so it's all good. Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. All right, chat. We're gonna do some marbles to get a free VOD, and then after that we have All Swag, who has a VOD after that. So yeah, free VOD. Let's go ahead and do a race. We're gonna go ahead and do. Sure. It's marbling time. True. All right. So how you have to do this is you have to type !play in Twitch chat. So I know that some of y'all are in YouTube chat specifically. All you have to do is pop over and press it. That's all you have to do. !play. You type it one time, your name will pop up on the screen, and then you're good. You can go back to YouTube chat. But yeah, !play is what you gotta slam. Steve Grayson did double marbles odds. He's the only one that can redeem it. So that means that my marble also counts as Steve Grayson's. !play in chat gets you into the potential free VODs. So you want some free VODs? We're running some marbles, baby. And I'm gonna wait like a minute or two just to make sure everyone can get in. In the meantime, I'm gonna drink our sponsor, !gfuel. For some energy. Now we'll be coaching for a while, chat. We'll probably be coaching for another 2-3 hours at least. !play. The one problem I got with my Venom is aiming. Yeah, it's hard. Mechanically, hitting all your shots on Venom is not actually easy, I will say. All right, !play chat, !play. We got 22 people in here. Got a lot of people. True. Mills has worse luck than me. I threw those points away. Oh, fair enough. Hey, I had that good luck streak, so maybe it's still here. Probably not though. I think I used up all my good luck. You don't see you. Type !play again. !play. Pretty sure you're in there. Somewhere. Yeah, you're here. Applause. I see you. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. All right, chat. Last call. Anyone who's here around, I'm going to start it in 30 seconds. You have to type in !play to get in on Twitch chat. If you don't press it, you can't get in. I'm blind on some Daredevil shit. !play chat. !play. !play. My marble anti-social over there. Holy shit, chat. Our video today is going crazy, bro. Nah, that's actually nuts. Some crazy stats, chat, for our video today. Sheesh. 1 of 10. 1 of 10, baby. It's a good day. It is a good day. I'm gonna send that to my editor. He'll be happy. All right. Respond to my comment then. On it then. Who? Oh, your comment on the video? Bro, I've been streaming the whole time the video's been live, bro. All right, anyways. All right, we're starting. Exclamation mark play. Last call, last call, last call, let's go. Let's go. 7 minutes, 6 seconds out, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. All right. All right, let's see who wins this shit. Who's winning? Who's winning? Yeah, chat, spam exclamation mark boost if you want to go faster. Exclamation mark boost. I've heard allegedly that it makes you go like 10 times faster, 10% faster, 5% faster. Holy shit, what is this map, by the way? Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm lost. Okay. Right now, Steve Grayson's in the lead. In the fucking lead. Steve Grayson. Hey, wait, what the heck? Steve Grayson's in the lead twice because both of our marbles are in the lead. What the fuck? Oh, shit. Jesus Christ. Who's in the lead now? No, I feel like I'm definitely not in the lead anymore. Race him? Oh, shit. Rigged? Hey, Taco Lover, you died. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know who that is, but GG. GG, bro. Exclamation mark boost. Exclamation mark boost. Oh, shit. That's fucking right. I win. Which means Steve won because he redeemed double marbles odds. VOD review myself. Yeah, I will. I will. No one redeemed. Fuck you, Steve. I'm VOD reviewing myself. No, I'm just kidding. Can I inflate my odds of winning by putting multiple balls? Hearts pounding. True. My marble sold. All right, wait. Once it all fills out, we'll see the record, chat. Who's still not finished? Slow as shit or what? Is there someone stuck? Oh, I don't know. But if they did, they're dead. I didn't even make a top 10. Damn, I'm unlucky. Final results. Okay, only Taco Lover died. Okay. Here's the final placement. All right, Steve. You were up, buddy. You were last? Yeah, you were. $14th dub? True. Oh, wait, I like how it tells you what y'all are saying in chat. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna crash it. Okay, I got you. I got your profile. Okay, let's do where am I going? Okay, cool. Okay, so we're silver, and what character are we gonna do so I can fill out the sheet? We've won. Wait, Mag, Cloak, Strange. Okay, which of these 5 games are we gonna do? Almost last place boosting might be the play. True. Okay, well, I'm gonna change it to silver on the screen. Silver. Was it silver 2? Silver 1. Magneto and CAD are my strongest characters Strange and Invis are second. Okay, well we'll do Mag and C and D. One of the two. We'll try to find them. Are we spectating? We are spectating Steve. Steve. We are spectating Steve. Alright, let me. So Mag, C, and D. Okay. Cool. Man, you're gaining a lot. You have not played a lot of comp games, brother. We need to get you some more comp games. I'm pretty sure you're gonna climb just by playing more comp games. But take a look. You literally have won almost all your C&D games, bro. You need to just play. You need to play more games besides 5 games in the season. I'll tell you that one right now. But we'll take a look. Your mixed strength is plat too. Interesting. Okay, we'll try our best to find something educational from this stuff, but I feel like these games are gonna be not real. But okay, you don't even play Strange. I'm gonna skip all of the Strange parts because you didn't even say you played Strange. Okay, now we can coach. Oh, but y'all are solo tank. It's Hulk. That's. My schedule is rough. Only 1 day a week typically. No, not like this. Fair enough. Yeah. So as weird as this is gonna be. So you said you picked plat. So like down in silver. What you're doing right here, this is what I call trying to keep your boat afloat by scooping, like keep your boat afloat that has a hole in the bottom by scooping it out with like a spoon. You have I don't want no, even censored, it triggers me. Don't say that. Don't say the J word, bro. But the problem is you can do this infinitely. Just constantly pocket your front line over and over and over again. And nothing's gonna fucking happen here, like at all. Like it really isn't. And this is especially true for bronze, silver, and gold. Like it's just not gonna fucking happen. The way that you actually open up this fight is by actually playmaking yourself or pressuring yourself. Bro, dang, with no J words around here, chat. So like, this means like even just doing a little bit of damage to someone like here, like this person's gonna run away. Like they have to. So like we want to just try to find little places. Like sure, we could throw a heal bubble down on our team if we want to, but find little people that we could just force away and just like deal with some of these threats. Like get yourself out of spawn, walk out, pressure this person out of here. Come take high ground. You can even heal from the high ground. Pressure someone else out of here. Like we just want to pressure people back, basically. Force people to move, force people to rotate. That's what we kind of want to do. No J word, absolutely not. I hate the solo taking. It's so normal in low elo. Yeah, solo taking Hulk is gonna be really, really, really rough.
Feeling fantastic.
This is kind of what I'm talking about. Like we're burning all of our cooldowns and like healing as much as possible. No amount of healing is gonna get you through this predicament. Like none. Like we honestly should really take an off angle and just try to do damage and force people out of here. But like once again, like we're dumping all of our cooldowns just to stand 5 feet out of spawn. Like it's nothing's gonna happen here. Like until we go and take a proactive angle here, there's literally nothing's gonna get done. Absolutely nothing until your opponents make a mistake or you take it a best angle. Like yeah, it's just a guy that just like I want you to see this game from the Scorgo's POV and you'll understand what I'm talking about. Is this bitch invisible? She might as well be. She's been standing here like a fucking AI turret for like 30 seconds. Oh, now she gets pressured a little bit and she runs. Like, she takes this much fucking damage and she runs away. Any of y'all could have done the damage. You could have done the damage. Your teammates could have done the damage. But what I'm saying is, this person literally was just completely invisible, uncontested, and just standing there. You just gotta, like, and she literally took like 10 damage and she ran away, bro. Got the new invisible squirrel girl skin. And then like, she's about to take top right, and then once again, fucking AI. Watch.
Next time, Nemo, maybe bring the shark. Got him, Tippy.
Oh, this is riveting gameplay, chat. This is so riveting. This is so insane. This, I could have programmed this shit. Like, what? She's sitting here and doing nothing besides spamming her primary. But like, it's not the fault of the squirrel girl. I'm not gonna lie. It's y'all's fault because no one did anything to do anything about this character. No one looked at her. No one shot her. Like, I'm not gonna lie. You could have been like a random fucking Jeff and just walked the back line, shot the squirrel girl, and proceeded to get in a fight with the squirrel girl for 30 seconds while neither of y'all hit a shot on each other. And that would have had more value than anything that you did on the front line. Like, healing the front line when there's just a guy, like, once again, scooping out water in your boat with a fucking spoon. Hey, we're healed up. Oh, we're low again. Oh, we're healed up. Oh, we're low again. Like, this is the threat that has to be dealt with. You can't just sit there. It's funny, this is why Low Ego complains about Squirrel Girl, but you just have to contest her. You have to. You had to contest her. And I'm gonna say, even if you didn't have a Squirrel Girl, like, getting at a spawn and just, I know that it feels really weird as a support to be like, I'm not gonna play right behind my team. But in situations like this where you're being spawn camped, you need the enemy team to like move and spread. Like, you want these guys to be like, there's a fucking cloak in our backline, and then leave the front line. And you want the squirrel girl to be like distracted by some random people. Like, you want these people to like get out of your spawn. Like, that's the whole objective here. And you're not gonna do that by like just pumping here, right? Like, nonstop. Just blitzer. Yeah, or we could like take top, shoot at her. There's a million things we could do. But we're just, I'm going to keep watching it from this squirrel girl's perspective. This VOD review is going to be from this perspective of this squirrel girl. Chat, okay, wait. Chat, what's the timer? Does anyone got a timer here? $3.10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 31, 32. I can't. She's in the same spot for 30 seconds, bro. She's in the same spot for 30 seconds. I can't. Fuck this character for one. She walked in and just she walked in and actually just whiffed her ultimate straight up. It bounced off the wall. She walked in. Like, the only way that you're gonna be able to brute force, like, never dealing with the threats and brute force your way is with your ultimate. But like, there's other ways to deal with threats besides just this. Like, this fucking squirrel girl just got 2 kills again. Like, I'm gonna crash out, chat. I'm gonna crash the fuck out. This motherfucker has seen nothing, done nothing of meaningful skill or awareness. She just has stood here. She's literally just stood here and M1'd the whole game. Wait, what did I do? I fucked up my... Okay, there you go. And like, especially in a situation, by the way, where you have 3 supports, like being proactive as a support can be a lot of value. Like taking an angle, like the best way to think about it is like, especially when we're talking about like Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger can literally just frag out in low elo. And it mainly has to do with the fact that like most people can't aim and you don't really have to aim. So like you 1v1 duel like most DPS in Silver as a Cloak and Dagger. Like if you could take an off angle and fight someone in an isolated duel, you'll win that like a majority of the time. Even Squirrel Girl will lose if she doesn't hit her stun on you, you win the duel. And at least you're making her hit the stun on you instead of standing here and she doesn't have to do anything. She doesn't have to do anything besides just spam, right? We're trying to force them to do more, right?
The god of thunder!
Feeling fantastic.
And like this, yeah, we could just probably ult through. Good ults. Everyone's dead on like. Still good ults, I think. Maybe. I'm surprised everyone died in that. Oh look, you gotta kill. Nice. Now kill this fucking Squirrel Girl. Kill her. I don't care. Just kill her. Just kill this fucking Squirrel Girl. Just shoot at her. No! Should be contested a year ago. On PC should be contested a year ago. I don't think so. I think Silver PC is the same shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I could be wrong. I haven't played on Silver PC since season 0, so like I don't really know what it's like. But like, and here, let me give you some actual real practical advice. So like, the problem here is that your team has plenty of heals. Your team has a crazy amount of heals, like infinite needed heals. But you could enable your tank and the players around you as much as you want, and they're not gonna do what you want them to do. Like you got to think about healing like as a multiplication. Like we're multiplying the impact of players. And I'm not gonna cap. This Groot's value might be 0, and multiplying that, you can't multiply a fucking 0. Okay, it doesn't do anything. All right, and like we need to find ways to be valuable by ourselves that don't rely on enabling our team. And like, because all of that is playing a hero shooter. Like enabling your team, sustain, healing up your tanks, and like all of that is playing a hero shooter. And this, what's going on in this game is not a hero shooter. Like none of this is a hero shooter. It's a fucking Squirrel Girl just sitting there. It's a Groot that is just taking infinite damage and accomplishing nothing with infinite heals as well. Like this is not a game. Like this is deathmatch at best. And so like we need to find ways to take matters into our own hands. I didn't watch your Strange gameplay, but I'm guessing at least playing Strange would have been better than this. You said you played Magneto. You could have probably swapped Magneto here. But if you're gonna play Cloak in this situation, then I need you to be dropping 20 kills here. Like you need to be fragging. You need to be off angling. You need to be dealing damage. You need to be blinding this Squirrel Girl on the off angle and just murdering her. Like that's what I need from you here. If you want to win, this game in Silver. We found one. We needed one villain to beat another. I do Penny because I've seen in low ranks people don't know how to play around her setups. I think Penny and Squirrel Girl are reasonable bans on low elo. I think they're reasonable, yeah.
Now I see them. Time is not on our side.
Just swapping Ultron would alleviate most issues. Their 3 heal comp is kind of weird. I mean, true, but you still need to be aggressive. Like whatever support you play, you got to be aggressive. You got to deal. You got to deal damage basically. Like you can't just heal. What point is it considered high elo? I mean, it's just like pointless. Like everyone draws their line in different places.
The world. They'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Like I know for sure that bronze is low elo, and I know for sure that top 500 is high elo. But anything up there, anything between those two places, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, this game looked incredibly cooked from the start, but like, it's really hard because I like to teach the fundamentals of a hero shooter, but especially when we're talking like the lower in rank we are, the less those fundamentals apply. Has Paz done an unranked to GM Cloak and Dagger yet? I think he has, right? Let me look. Paz. Yeah, okay, he did. He did, yeah. Yeah, he did, yeah. Paz did an unranked to GM Cloak and Dagger. I would actually highly recommend you look at bronze and silver in this VOD. I highly recommend it. I just want to show you. Here, I'll just find some random stats. I just want to show you what I mean. Like, we're just gonna find a random stat of his from bronze. Where's it at? Silver? Okay, here's a silver game. What is his limbs here in this game? Let me look. Is it here? Come on, end the game, end the game, end the game. You press tab. He went 16-1 here. With 7k damage. Like he's actually just slaughtering people. Like he's just literally frying people. What about this game? Yeah, like right here, we press tab. Fuck. I gotta pause it like right when he presses it. Like he has the second most amount of limbs in the game right here. 4k damage. Like the point I'm trying to make here is that like the lower in rank you are, the more you healing is only something you do when you need to do it, not all the time. Like looking at your gameplay, you're defaulting to only healing and you're making an occasional play here and there. That's the wrong way to think about it. The lower elo you are, it should be defaulting to damage and you heal only when it's absolutely fucking necessary, and sometimes even then you don't care. Like if you can kill if there's someone on the screen that you can kill and a teammate of yours that you can heal and keep alive, it's better to get the guaranteed value because you don't know, you could heal your teammate and they might go and do fuck all, but at least you're guaranteed to kill the person in front of you. But anyways, I would actually recommend watching this. Watch the silver, watch the gold, watch bronze, watch silver, watch gold, or just bronze and silver. And I would recommend this, highly recommend for you specifically to watch this. It's like his team was immune from going anywhere but main. Height scares low elo players. True. True. All right, chat. We are now doing All Swag Junior. Are you here, All Swag Junior? I wish Mills watched my Venom and Angela. Venom. Oh yeah. I need it. What is that? Your in-game name? All Swag Junior? Cause you're up, brother. Nope, it's not your in-game name. Oh, Grippy? Grippy. Is this you? Or did I not copy the period? This is it. Grippy. All right. Diamonds. You got on private this sheet, brother. Everything's privated on your profile. I don't know, no worries. No rush either. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Should be good now. I gotta back up. Nice. Okay, cool. I picked up Star-Lord like 2 days ago after watching your video. Let's go. Okay, cool. So Diamond Phoenix. Wait, you said you wanted me to VOD review your Star-Lord, or you want me to VOD review your Phoenix? Not that game. Highlighted message, and you highlighted your message. Nice. Okay. Star-Lord? Okay, is there any specific game that you could remember that you want me to review? Or should I just find one? It looks like this game right here. You went Star-Lord, Psylocke, and Hela. And y'all lost this game, 15-6. God, your stats are so much better than your team. It's actually insane. You only died 6 times. 37-7 was a good game. This one? Alright, we could take a look. I like to look at losses more than wins, by the way. It's going to be better for you, but if you want me to look at it, we can. Oh, use the Star-Lord only? Okay, we'll do it. So, Star-Lord D2. Alright, Grippy. Let me back this up even more. Wait, what did you ban, actually? I gotta look. Moon Knight? And... okay, interesting. Let's go back to Grippy. I need to back it up way from the start. I don't know why I keep missing that. Okay, cool. You have your shit set up, don't you? Yeah, you do. Right? Did you throw your stuff out? You threw it out in pre-fight, right? Or pre-phase? Yeah, you did. Yeah. Where'd you put it? Oh, here? Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1.
One thing I will say, this is kind of a minor thing. I think if you're a little more patient here, like here, it does open up a little bit more opportunities for you. So like patient is like sitting here on this wall and like look, or you could even sit like on any of these walls and like look for an opportunity to try to like, I don't know about one clip this guy, but like maybe catch him more out of position than this, right? You think you played with this dude before? Oh? I'm not used to using the team up yet, so there's a lot of points I fumble and just forget to press and die. That's fair enough. Yeah, like that. The way that you play this basically commits you to a poke war, which is okay. I just think that you could play for a little higher upside. Be a little bit more patient with your first engagement, before he knows you're there. Sometimes people will just walk high ground too, and then you'll just shit on them. Nice kill though. One thing I will say, you said you're new to Star-Lord, so I'll just give you some general tips too. How aggressive you can be with that twirl in the middle of the enemy team kind of depends on what their comp is. So like, against them, you're pretty fine, but keep in mind that there are certain things that can do damage to you through your spin a lot easier. So like Mr. Fantastic, Cloak and Dagger damage, Scarlet Witch damage, like some of those characters, or even the Thing can swing, you know. Anything that has a lingering hitbox is going to have a lot easier time dealing damage to you when you're spinning. You're not going to be able to dodge any of it. So just keep that in mind. It can be the difference between you deciding to spin or not. I like you directly contesting this guy.
A nice deep freeze.
This cloak is kind of... It's funny because this cloak is like straight up trolling right here, but this is the exact thing I wanted Steve to do in the previous game. But this is a diamond lobby, not a silver one. But yeah. What's up, Brandon? You wanna know? No, we're doing coaching, bro. Coaching. Honestly, you're playing this character pretty well for being new. What the fuck is Cloak doing in Arlington, Texas? Crazy, you pool. I didn't get what the Cloak is doing. Yeah. Fucking Arlington, Texas. I almost went to school in Arlington, Texas, actually. UT Arlington, I think.
Okay, Dee, enjoy the amplifier.
Nice. Well played. I mean, you're playing a lot of this really well. Makes sense. Y'all easily won this game, or y'all won this game. I don't know about easily, but unlucky. I do like how after the duels you do try to retake height. Wait, did we already use our... I think the only thing I have to criticize here is I think we did overextend ourselves here when we're like chasing after this and flying. I feel like this is a little bit of overextension when we don't have any of our flight. Like we have one flip now. Our res beacon, our reset beacon is not set. We have no flight resource here. It's basically kind of like we're committing when we really should be trying to preserve our cooldowns and like build them back up, right? We're like, how do I request a review? We're going to do marbles. We'll do a marbles after this if no one skips the line for a random chance to win. You have to keep the flight bar more. Yeah, you just got to think of it like you want all your resources possible because they help you deal with any random situation that comes up. Like, and in this next situation, like right here, when this guy pops ult, like us having no flight here just kind of limits our options a little bit, right? Like this is not really that big of a deal. We can literally just flip and fly away easily. You know, even if our Luna doesn't pop ult, we're at like no risk here if we have all of our flight. But we're kind of limited in what we can do with because we're basically like kind of overextended into a fight when we have no resources. Right? How can I let you see my own clips, the ones I did bad with, or do you do it yourself on Marvel Rivals? Well, if your thing is on private, like not privated, I can just look into your account and I can pick out the games. Yeah, like right here. Yeah, like the fact that we die and get caught out here is really bad, right? Because like there's a million things we could have done pre-fight, like, you know, set up the beacon to like, I think us even getting in this situation just had to do with like our positioning and our resources, especially after our tank was dead. Like we're just playing up and out and like spinning into the star, like we're just committing when we probably should just be backing and resetting. Preserving cooldowns, backing, resetting, all that stuff.
Oh, sweet moves, right?
Nice kill. I do like you have really good like cover awareness for the most part. This I don't really love. We talked about this earlier when I was doing Jaw. When I was reviewing Jaw. So instead of using flips in open space, let's take a little bit more isolation. For one, shooting at a mag is like, when you could shoot at a Squirrel Girl or a Mantis, mag is not who you want to shoot at. But like, most importantly, when we're in open space, like we don't really want to stay in open space, like at all. Because we're just peeking multiple people simultaneously, right? This guy can shoot us, she can shoot us, she can shoot us. Instead, why not, just to tweak this play slightly to be a little bit more effective, why not, instead of flying up this way, instead of routing up this way, we fly this way or walk this way. And so when we do this, boom, we're isolating. You see how, like, if I'm standing right here where my camera is, I have an isolation instead of I'm peeking the mag too. And so we're going from one piece of cover to the next. So, like, we're just trying to, if we want to shoot their backline, we can isolate it. And now we're only shooting at the rocket. If we want to shoot at the Squirgle, we can isolate it. Or maybe the Squirgle and the Mantis. But the idea is that we're not fighting here and using our flips to proceed to fight in the open. We're kind of zigzagging from, like, here to here, to, like, maybe back here. You know, like, different angles, right? Yeah. So we're just trying to take more isolated duels. It makes us take less damage and allows us to kind of conserve our flips for when we really need them or really want them. And like this, once again, mad risk. Team's not back yet. Team's about to port here. We have our ultimate. There's not really much of a reason to just spin in here. We already have our ultimate, so we don't need to build it. And like, this is an ability you want to use with team pressure, and our team is just not here. So it would be far better for you to just, you know, play this space, back up, like play slow. Then once your team comes back, then you can pop your ultimate and go for a play, right? The homeless will beg for a VOD review. My first win, and Venom and Angela lost. I beg after this. I'm curious what I could prove because I just got into Plat 3 this morning. I can't watch unless you win marbles, bro. My man said the homeless. Is it subs only or are you doing randoms? It's randoms or you skip the line.
Can't keep me down for long.
Oh, really small thing here. Something to note.
Can't keep me down for long.
So this is a really niche tip that you should know. If you pop your ult, I don't really think this is a good idea. I just thought it's something that you should know. If you pop your ult on this side of the portal and then go through the portal, opponents don't hear the portal. If you popped it, I would pop it a little far back, like pop it here and fly out. They don't hear, or they don't not hear the portal. They don't hear the ult. So then all of a sudden you're aimbotting them, and they had no idea you were aimbotting. It's actually so busted. It can be super troll though if you don't do it right. Why is no one on cart? All right, we're trolling. So we're trolling here. He's what, Toad? What is this port, bro? Yeah, I could give an entire academy class on just how to fucking port properly. What are we doing? Okay. And there's no point in fighting here for that long because they already capped, right? Yo, you don't have to hold that space for too long. Kill the res beacon. A little greedy, but y'all got out the rocket, so it's okay.
No stopping. Oh,
Wait, what the heck? What are we just doing here? Let me look at this. What's going on? Oh, before this, what are we doing? Okay, I'm just gonna watch him right here.
A nice deep freeze.
Haven't used the team up once? No, not like this. Team up's really good, by the way. Allows you to play way more aggressively. Oh, so did you anticipate? I think, oh, she just fucking misses it. So I honestly think that I understand what you're kind of trying to accomplish here, but when your rocket just ults main, it's a really good opportunity for you to just play off the rocket ult and just apply pressure from the rocket ult damage, right? This is going to be especially important next season when rocket ult's 40% damage. Like, this is a time where you could just fight the front line, you could spin on the front line, you could just deal damage with the extra bonus health, with all your flips, with all your extra damage. Like, we can just trade out damage really, really favorably here. Also, when they have a Phoenix, like, you typically want to be around main so that you can try to shoot the Phoenix ult and keep your rocket alive, is another thing you could do. Of course, this Phoenix just, like, does, like, a Coach Mills Phoenix ult, so she just fucks it up. But, like, if the Phoenix ult was, like, reasonable, you probably should have been here. What's up, Smooth Lex? How long is the list? The list is completely empty after this coaching, and then we'll do a free one unless anyone else jumps the line. So, yeah. A little troll. And, like, here, they don't have any ult. Like, you don't really know that, but you should be trying to track that. Like, you know that they used rocket ult a little bit ago, and then they only have Jeff. And if you do know that, you could just rip ult here. You're probably gonna get a Magneto ult in response, but you could still kill someone after the Magneto ult is over. The Magneto was like, nah. The Magneto was like, you know what? I probably could ult this, but nah. Seems like a waste. Okay, no.
Double KO. Okay, quit showing off, Star-Lord.
Nice working with you, kid.
You stabbed him in extra.
Oh, did you see that?
I'll patch you up.
Down to 30 seconds.
And so, like even here, like, I don't hate you just poking and poking and poking. But really right here, what is going to be more valuable for you to do, especially in a world where it's going to be really hard for you to build an ultimate, is there's no reason why you have to just be fighting only frontline here. Like, we could take this off angle, and, like, as people walk in, we could take duels with people.
Kineshik Zero gifted a tier 1
Let's
sub to
go! Yes, sir. He's on the list.
Bad student, only bad teacher.
I'm adding you.
Kineshik Zero gifted a tier 1 sub to Chill Murray.
Do you, can you, okay.
No such thing, bad student, only bad teacher.
Like,
Kineshik Zero gifted a tier 1 sub to Skada Proto.
like, poking and pressuring the front line can be good if you're trying to build your ultimate in this fight, but in this situation where you know that they didn't ult your ult.
Sub to Beast off 818.
No such thing.
Good look with gifted, yes sir. Let's fucking go. All right.
Kineshik Zero gifted a tier 1 sub to Scarecrow _020.
Like, we're kind of just doing a lot of trash damage here to their front line, which is only, like, look at how fast their Rocket got ult. Instead of pressuring, like, Jeff or Rocket or either of these DPS directly, all we did was just deal damage to these people that got healed up and fed the Rocket ult. Right? Donating money to Mills, a billionaire, is crazy. Give it to a small creator instead. Is there such thing as a negative billionaire, chat? Yeah, that's me. I do like that you take off angles here. But this is like kind of the same concept, right? You've done this multiple times where you've decided to forgo the front line and pivot the back line. So we've done this multiple times. Why did we not set up to do this in the beginning of the fight? Well, why do we have to do it only here when we could have done it up here? Like why is this the only flank that we can take? It's not, is the real answer to this question. It's like we could have set up here and like went after them right here. Shot, fought, duel, force this guy to peel, flew back to the health pack, continue to fight, create splits between their front line and their back line. Like, there's a lot we could do here. Now, I'll say that if I'm not going to talk too much about you using the rocket thing because we just haven't really used it all game. But if you did place that, then we could go for a really crazy play, like an all-in flank, something psycho. You know, go find the rocket beacon, clear it, go try to duel someone in the back line, use all your flips, use everything to try to kill him, and then teleport back, right? Just like these things are gonna do more value than you just shooting at the front line, right? I always default to the flanks. I know I can take. I guess I'm not innovative about all the flanks I can play. But that's fine. That's why we do this type of stuff, so you can kind of think about it.
Only 60 seconds left.
Let's take up here. The cleanup crew. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, you play this game really well. Wait, whoa. We died already. What the fuck? Like you taking top right away. Oh yeah, I forgot about it. Jeff is also one of those characters that can do a lot of damage to you when you're spinning.
Oh, sweet moves, right?
A nice deep freeze.
Yeah, and to back this up a little bit, like I don't hate the idea of just kind of using your squirrel on the front line. But one thing that we could actually do here is instead of doing this, like we have a lot of options here because we have this entire top space that they gave us. We could go to bridge and like drop behind and like ult their, like spin their back line, which puts them in a really awkward situation where these guys are like panicking, like running away, and these guys are turning around to try to help. And you just create a ton of pressure here. You not only build ult charge, but you create a ton of pressure, as opposed to just popping this in the middle where you could be looked at by like 4 or 5 people, right? It's like when you have this entire top ground space, I think especially this right here is really strong. This whole area right here is strong because you can do that, dip up to height. A lot of people can't chase you height. Even if they can, you can dip to mega. Like you just have a lot of options here. This part of the map to not die.
I was hoping for Madison Square Garden, but okay.
Oh, sweet moves, right?
Here they come.
Second shift. A nice deep freeze.
I'm an easy target.
Not like this. No. Yeah, I was just didn't use the team up. Yeah, we didn't fly to mega either. Like another good thing to think about is when you enter an engagement, think about your exit strategy. Like what are you going to do immediately once your play is over, or once your play failed or succeeded or whatever? What do you do instantly? And like your instant thing you should do is just fly up into this mecha room, right? Like that's the in out, and you have that plan in advance in your head, right? But I do think like a lot of your foundation on Star-Lord is there. It's just you just need a lot more reps. You're still pretty green on the character. That's fine.
Showing off, Star-Lord. Keep going. Double KO.
You can go get staggers here.
A nice deep freeze, boss. It's spider time!
This person's unkillable. Holy shit.
Hey, T, enjoy the amplifier.
Okay, finally. Jesus Christ.
Don't turn back now! Us against the world!
No! Not like this again. I will tell you one thing. You'll never catch me dead on the ground against a penny ever against Star-Lord. Not like this. It's just way too dangerous. I want to see you use rooftops a little bit more. Like fly from this rooftop to this one to this one. Like we could have just sat on this rooftop and like just shot. You know what I'm saying? Like We don't need to do the spin. It's a lot more direct damage too. Try to be more deliberate about when you're using your spin. And if you're like, don't run away to your spin, I guess. Because I think I see you do that a couple times where your aim's a little off and you're like, fuck it, I'll just spin. It's like, no, let's take the time to make our aim right and let's slow down a little bit. If we're gonna spin, let's plan to spin. And let's do that on purpose, not like just as like a racer for our mistake.
Magneto! Good medicine.
Yeah, because we would win the fight right now if we're there for our ult. We might win the fight anyways because we could show up. But like, I know you're gonna walk in here and probably kill everybody with your ultimate, but I want you to imagine that your entire team died by the time you were back, which is what will happen in a lot of games. You would have just not have gotten the opportunity to win the fight with your ultimate. The fact that your team is alive here is a miracle in and of itself. Yeah, like your team survived in a 5v6 for a long time to even give you the opportunity to come back and win the fight with your ultimate. But like against a lot of teams, everyone in chat can tell you most of the time your team is not winning a 6v6, much less the fucking 5v5 or 5v6, right? They're all dying before you get back. And then you're sitting with your ultimate. You come into the next fight. Maybe your team stagger. You got 1 minute left. They already have Jeff ults into maybe build a rocket. You know, the whole game can become rocky. A game that you would have easily won if you just stayed alive. I think we're gonna watch one. I want to watch the end fight. Let me skip through. I want to watch how you use your next ult actually. Wait, how did we die here? Did we die? No, we didn't die. Oh, we do die. What do we die from? That's a lot of fucking damage. Bro. I'm pretty sure you just thought that there's no way you die instantly there, but yeah, I mean, once again, just take a different angle. You know, go fly, take height, shoot him from above him, shoot him from a different angle. We never want to you're kind of poking a lot from range. I just don't want to see that. Jaw did the same thing. He said, listen. Hey, whoa. Wait a minute. Hey, no, hey, it's happened to the best of us.
Judge, jury, executioner!
You're gonna see a lot of Rockets next season, bro. You gotta practice this team up. It's gonna be so important. Star-Lord Rocket is gonna be the meta next season. You gotta practice that shit, bro. Oh my god, wait, is that the meta? Wait, I think it's the meta, chat. I think that's the meta. I think the meta next season is gonna be Venom plus Star plus Jeff plus Rocket. And then I don't know what the other 2 characters are, but this is going to be like the 4. And you don't need another support. You just play 2 supports. And then you play like... What are the supports you... Or what's your DPS in another tank? Maybe it's like Mag. Maybe it's like Mag. And then like... It could be like Psylocke. She got buffed. What makes you say that? So there's a lot of reasons. So for one, so this combo of Jeff, Star-Lord, Venom is already good in pro play right now. It's really, really strong. Jeff, Star-Lord, Venom, because Jeff can bubble, Star-Lord spin. The Venom and Jeff team up is really strong. And then y'all can set up dives from like anywhere, right? Which y'all could still do all those things, but Venom's ult is a lot better now. So it's really, really strong. Rocket is a really great secondary support. The problem with Rocket is I think he was a little bit underpowered before, but with his with the new 40% damage buff on Rocket, I think that's really good. And then you give Star-Lord the synergy, the teleport synergy. So then you have Jeff, Venom team up. You have Star-Lord, Rocket, go back to spawn or like reset. You also have the Venom ultimate is really good with the damage, the healing mitigation. I believe like Venom Star-Lord could probably kill through support ults. Venom Rocket could definitely kill through support ults. Star-Lord Rocket probably could kill through support ults. And then you just kind of back this core up with like 2 random things. Hella? You think Hella? Is the Hella... Does Hella still have a synergy with Jeff? Or, I mean, Venom? Does Hella and Venom still have the synergy? Could be Hella. It could be Hella. Could be, like... Could be Hella. Or Tank, Emma, and Jean. Could be. Could be. I could see Mag, Sai, Emma, Jean, Emma, Hella, Mag, Hella. I think these are the most important 4, though. Venom, Star, Jeff, Rocket. I think it's, like, that... I know this is, like, way off topic, but, like, I think that's really good. Venom do have the team up. Yeah, I think it's sick. Because, like, the problem is this team up has always been good. The Star-Lord Rocket team up has been good. It's just there hasn't been much of a reason to run Rocket. That new buff to him is a really, really big deal. And Jeff always kind of, as a second support, Jeff sometimes lacks in healing. Rocket provides that. And think of something else. Jeff, Rocket are 2 mobile supports, so they are also the best insulated to fight against a Venom dive meta, right? If Venom's really good, Jeff, Rocket are 2 very hard to dive supports as your backline, right? Which is good because, like, in this comp, nothing can be dove. Venom, Star, Jeff, Rocket, Mag, Sai, nothing can be dove. It's very hard. Rocket can also contribute from range to a fight. He can provide plenty of healing. I think this is the comp. Just answer Devil in here because everyone will be playing with them. Okay, cool. Well, these last 2 characters don't actually matter, so we can make this DD. Just another tank at DD. Yeah. Okay, so Venom, Star-Lord, Daredevil, Jeff, Rocket, Mag. Boom. There's the comp. Do we even need Mag? I guess Mag is great against Star-Lord. Mag's great against Star-Lord, great against Jeffrey. So maybe the bubble's too good. Bubble Star would be tough. Yeah, bubble the Venom, bubble the Star. Ult the opposing Star-Lord, ult the Jeff ult. Magneto plus Rocket ult's also clean. Punisher? Definitely not Punisher. Are you saying to anti-Punisher? But Phoenix counters Rocket ults? True. You ban Phoenix every game. You ban Phoenix every game. Phoenix kind of counters this whole comp, I'm not going to lie. Because Phoenix counters Jeff and Rocket. You ban Phoenix for sure. Oh, Mag is good against Punisher. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think anyone will be playing Punisher in this meta. I'm not going to lie. Well, I guess maybe if the Daredevil Punisher team up is good, but I don't even know what that's going to be. Is Blade still mid for next season? No, Blade's going to be really good. It's going to be really good. Yeah, anyways, I'm guessing that's going to be a really... I don't know about pro play, but I think for rank, that comp's going to be insane. You played that well. Use the team up. Are we still on this guy? We're almost done. We're almost done. I know it's been a while. Hey, I used it. You did. Hey, yeah, you did well. Yeah, I mean, y'all easily win this fight. Oh my god. Their team just got CC'd into CC. They got full man Sting ulted into full man Strange ulted. GG's. All right. Now, yeah, you're just green on some things, but I think that with a lot of like just some practice, you just need more reps. You just need some more reps. What up, coach? I'm so lost on this talk. I need to watch your 4.5 video first. Wait, why won't people be playing Punisher? No, I was saying in that comp, people won't play Punisher. He won't. They won't play. They won't play Punisher with that in that comp or really against that comp. To be honest with you, Like hyper dive is just. I'm kind of trying to talk about high rank meta too. Double CC is tough, true. Yeah. Mainly because Punisher's a little susceptible to be dove. That's all. He's like he's not really played that much in pro play. But anyways, okay, kinetic, kinetic. You're up, and then we'll do another free VOD spin, assuming no one jumps the line. Oh, kinetic in game, gotcha. Chat, if you're a tank player, learn Venom for next season. I'm telling you right now, Venom is the truth. It's gonna be so good. I learned a lot. Where would you say my peak should be if you had to guess? It's hard to say. Like, one of the things, like, people ask me that question a lot, but there are mistakes that I don't see that I could see as you go up against better players. If you get better at your position, like, I think your mid-fight positioning and your pre-setups to flanks and stuff, that's super important. Try not to peek too many angles. Trying to set up mini flanks. I think those, if you do those things, then you can get extremely high. Sky's the limit. Oh fuck. Why'd I do that? I touched my fucking eye with this shit. No. I need to grind him. Yeah, Venom's gonna be sick. You're still preaching triple tank and comms? Triple tank is mad underrated. Oh, shit. Okay, kinetic. Okay. Diamond to C and D? Yeah, let's do it. Your issue with Venom is not using easy swing. So you bind both. It's... So you bind both your normal swing and your easy swing. And you use them depending on the situation. Oh, I gotta wash my face. I got that shit in my eye. Fuck. You're back. What the fuck? Catch you later, Hawk Tua. I'm back. Die, Punisher. Literally hate Twitch. I knew ads were coming and got smacked as his eyes. Okay, kinetic. Okay, let me change the stuff. It is D2 cloak and dagger, C and D. C and D. Okay, history. Let's go ahead and do. This game looks good. Can I use this game, Kinetic? This top one? Is that good with you? Yes, sir. Bet. Bet. just a second. Okay. Let's see this one. We probably will only do coaching for maybe another hour longer, chat. I don't know how long we'll go for, but for just a little while longer. Probably.
Get ready. Here come the bad guys.
Gotta go see you next time. It sounds good. Oh, wait. Well, let me back way up. I need to find out what's banned here, and I'm not even watching the right person.
The right heroes could make
Banner and the BP. Okay, cool.
Anyone willing to help? Just embrace the light. I was in trouble.
Whoa. Okay, let me back this way up.
Anyone willing to help? Why touch it feeling?
So I think in general we're frontlining this a little bit too much, just a little bit, because like, I mean, we already know the spoiler that you do get caught out and killed, but we don't have to be quite this close in order to heal everybody. We can be back a little bit, especially when they start placing these walls. Like, look at where we're positioned relative to our team right now. Like right now we're like semi frontlining, right? We got to be really careful about our position. Make sure to back up, give space. Got to be really careful. Yeah, like the fact that we die here is really bad. Cause like we didn't make it hard to kill us. We made it super easy. We're playing frontline. Now our other support is gonna have a really hard time holding this. There's gonna be too much pressure, right? Just died in the neutral because we're playing too far forward. That's all. Play back more, play more around cover.
My time to
Now, like that whole first point, that whole first part, is because we died, right? We lost that right away. Just frontlining a bit too much. Don't let your teammates dying or your teammates bad position make it so that you put yourself in a super compromised position. You can change your position slightly, but it has to be within reason, you know? I like you backing up here. This is good. I like your blind here. Really good. You die a lot trying to heal badly positioned teammates. Yeah, like, and I can kind of see that just from that first play. I think it's a bad habit to get into because the reality of it is your life is more important than theirs. Like almost in every case, your life is more important than theirs. If they go make a bad play and it's gonna get them killed, you can help them to an extent. You can throw a heal orb at them. You can heal them from range. But to put yourself way far out of position to try to save them, only for you to die, now all of a sudden the ship is sinking because you're not there, right? If your Strange dies, okay, whatever. He can port back. If your Groot dies, y'all can hold the line with y'all defensive ults. Y'all can still pocket each other and help. You can help your other support. You can still do things without them. But if you die, everything becomes infinitely harder for your team. So, like, just keep that in mind. I'm not saying to just completely abandon your team, but you just can't allow yourself to put yourself, like, you can't allow yourself to go into super bad positions, like, because the problem is you can justify any bad thing you ever do with that, right? I only made this mistake because my teammates fed. I only popped my ultimate and went super far forward because my teammate was out of position. I only ulted in a 2v6 because my teammate was inting and ran in. I only died here because I pushed in front of my team because they're like, you see how that thought process just kind of cascades down to where the only people that are ever making mistakes are your opponents and you're never the one that's making the mistake, right? And that's really, really bad. So, like, I want you to think about it a little bit more selfishly. Think about your own play. Think about having the least amount of deaths on your team. Yeah, you're more important than they are. A little slow on the flip to blind, but I think the concept was good. So, real quickly here, when they do this Jeff synergy, you gotta make sure that you put yourself as far away as possible. Because remember, they're gonna eat you after the ults. And you're kind of lucky here they didn't find you right away. You probably should have faded out into the high ground. Change in elevation's good, but also you could have like spread it really far so they had to chase you somewhere. But yeah, you could have easily died here if they found you just a little bit earlier. They could have threw you off the map. You kind of got lucky a little bit, so just keep that in mind. They're trying to eat you. Every good Jeff is gonna try to eat you post ult. Making that a little hard for them is good. Coach has described every Marvel Rivals players. I just died because my teammates, right? And I'm not trying to be overly hard on you, Kinetic. I just think that it's a slippery slope to kind of like to justify your mistakes with other people's mistakes is a slippery slope. Even if it's true sometimes, it's just a slippery slope.
You put me out.
That's why I'm a raging alcoholic, chat. I have a buddy that I've been trying to keep him out of the bars, so I go down to the bars to help him out of the bars, but every time I go down, I chug like 5 beers and like 10 tequila shots, so I'm always like blacked out drunk. So it's okay, no, sorry. My bad. Coach, how does someone counter the Jeff Nato ult? So you have to, there's a couple things. You could spread so it can't target all of you. Change in elevation. That's why like any character that can take a different elevation is really strong. Because unless it has a ramp, it can't go height. So if you were just standing near like a wall or something, you go to elevation, it can't get up to you and you're fine. Or you can burst it with damage. Like Cloak Blind plus Team Focus Fire can work. A Punisher ult with the defensive ult can work. Just some way to burst down damage. You too, Coach? Exactly, bro. Exactly. Star-Lord, Gene ult, Punisher ult, by themselves destroys it, yeah. Punisher's a little weird because with team pressure, you could die before you get it out, so you typically need some sort of pocket, but yeah.
Us against the world.
I like you switching to damage and doing damage in this. Oh, it's so close. I don't even blame you for that, really. It's the last possible chance you get to even try for it. Someone has to bring the beers just as long as it's not your alcoholic buddy. Okay.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Playing support in this game is so boring. Forced to play Luna, boring Snow, Cloak, and easy Dagger and Invis. Every time anything else is good, we nerf and give every character anti-heal. I mean, Rocket's gonna be. I mean, those characters are all still gonna be good. Luna, Cloak, and Invis are also gonna be good next season or next patch. Rocket's still gonna be good. Jeff's still gonna be good. Mantis is still gonna be good. Y'all do need more supports, though. It is annoying that y'all haven't gotten another support. Hopefully, the next character... Honestly, the next 2 characters should be fucking supports. No cap. Nice. Every time you blind that Venom, by the way, he dies. I don't know if you noticed that, but you're doing a good job. Cloak, you should tell him that Cloak and Dagger never have to go out of position to heal. You can bounce daggers off the wall on the ground. Yeah. Yeah, well, I think in general, we're playing far too close to our teammates. I don't know exactly why we're doing that, but we need to kind of create a little bit more distance. That's the issue. Nerf Luna, Cloak, and Invis to the ground and make everything else good for a change. I mean, this patch has been everything. Like this patch that we're on right now is like the best for other supports. Like Adam, Mantis, Jeff, and Ultron are all extremely good right now. The problem is they're only good at triple support, which is kind of like the problem that is impossible to solve. How do you solve that problem? I was talking to people about that before. It's like, how do you make those characters good without making them good at triple? If we keep open queue the way it is and in the game the way it is, how do you make Adam good but not good in triple? Like, how do you make him good in 2 supports? How do you make Mantis good in 2 supports? How do you make Ultron good in 2 supports? How do you make Jeff good in 2? Like, how do you do it? Like, what do you have to do? Like, I think nerfing Luna Invis and all those characters is not enough to make, like, honestly, that might make it so that they're even better in triple, or they need triple even more. So, like, what do you do? Sorry, coach, at work. I was meaning to say that was a bad habit of mine more than blame someone other than no. I'm not saying you're blaming. I'm just saying, like,
Feel the wrath of the goddess!
and honestly, the Storm ult is a really good blind because it makes it so that it's possible for you to kill them, and it also makes it hard for them to target people. Good blind target. A really good ult. Really good ult, actually. It was scary for a second, but I like how you were a little patient. You looked for the opportunity to do it, and it was good. Another habit I see you do a lot is I see you often use your dome on yourself. I think probably a bit too much. Like, to be honest with you, for most of this game, you have not been under threat. Like, sometimes you have been under threat because you put yourself in bad positions, but if you just played back, like, for most of this game, you're fine. I'm not saying you don't put a bubble on yourself, especially when someone's diving you, but there's a lot of situations where I just see you use it. It's a super powerful cooldown that will keep your team alive, and we're kind of just always, like, throwing it at our own feet. I had to make a conscious effort to not have more damage and heals on Luna, especially with the clap. I actually have fun playing Luna, I think. Like, she's just... I think Luna's a good character to be meta because she's aim-centric. I don't know. I think Luna's fun. I think the meta we're moving in is going to be... Like, I think this season especially has been, like, a balanced season for supports. I don't even think it's been a bad season at all. And see, like, this is another example of, like, we threw the heal orb at our feet. We threw it at our feet when we're not under pressure, and we don't need it yet either. Like, you got to think about how this is one of the most powerful cooldowns, and it's a very long cooldown. So, like, you don't want to use it in situations like this. Like, someone dives, this person's at half, this person's at half, you're taking damage. Now we pop the orb. We don't necessarily just, we're kind of popping it like, this is almost like if you were Loki and you popped your totems before the fight started. In anticipation of damage, not in response to damage. Does that make sense? We're kind of allowing our opponents to bait out this cooldown for literally doing nothing. Just them. This Venom just showed his face and you popped your cooldown. Good timing. I need to watch that again because I need to see how you use your next orb. I don't hate that at all. Nice fade. Your Venom left his ultimate. That's probably a fine use, but I feel like it might be an echo of the same time you used it last time.
Don't give them another inch, or else.
shine. Shields up. A little help, please.
I don't care if this is good or bad advice, but I use the bubble on myself a lot. I like to throw it in the corner of my tanks to peek to help them up and build ult faster.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Use the bubble on yourself. You like to throw it in the corner? In a corner of my tanks? Yeah. I mean, no, that's good. Like, you don't really want to use bubble on yourself unless you have to. If you can position in a good place where you're not getting threatened, you also have your fade to get out of a situation if you need it. Like, we don't really want to throw bubble on ourselves when there's other more valuable places to give value with bubble or to use bubble. Like, we basically, throughout this whole first half, I think I've only seen you throw bubble at your feet, and most of the time you've done it when you were at full, not under pressure, not under threat, and there were other people that could have used it. What's up, Marks? Gonna see stock rises of twerking Venoms in 4.5? Of course. A fucking course. Okay, let's watch a little bit more of this. I honestly think, Chad, this is probably going to be my last coaching session. I'm actually going to plan to... I was going to go spend some time with my... After this coaching, I'm going to go spend some time with my family, and then I'll be back on later tonight and do some Venom training. Venom... We're going to try to climb the Celestial on the Venom ult. It's a diamond right now. I'm watching the wrong person. What am I doing? I want to see how you use this other bubble. Wait, where did you use the first bubble at, actually? Wait, where do we use it? Let me look.
One willing to help.
Like, once again, bubbling ourself and our backline that has no pressure on them, family shamly, or bubbling our front line that's actively trading and taking damage. Where's the ultimate charge to be gained? Where's the value to be gained, right? Not here. Like, now that the more I look at this, I don't know if that's just a habit that you just like to throw it down and use it on yourself. I think you're doing it so that you don't have to worry about anything, and then you can just focus on healing. But that's a really bad habit to get into, because if you position well, you just don't have to worry about healing yourself anyways. And it also doesn't account for all the times where, just like this, you didn't need to heal anybody in the bubble and you just used it just out of habit, right? Like, boom, great opportunity for a bubble here when your team is under pressure. We don't have bubble until it's gonna come off a cooldown soon. Okay, now we have it again. How are we gonna use it? If you use it on yourself again, I'm gonna crash out. Like, just the same thing that this is literally like using Loki totems pre-fight before anyone is taking damage. Not in response, not on the target on the front line that's taking damage, on ourselves before both you and the support that you threw that shit on. We're all full here. I'm gonna crash out. Okay, I'm gonna watch another one. You're about to get another one in a second. Where are we gonna throw it? Okay, well, we just died instantly. I would say, just as a general positioning tip on this map, the right side is gonna be a safer position for you to have. Here is gonna be safer because here can be controlled by enemies. And I'm pretty sure that magic just dropped down from high ground. So like this is gonna be, yeah, this is like a riskier space to take than this is. Just I wouldn't use that analogy totally, but it doesn't matter if they're doing it this way 3 times in a row. It's the same thing as totem, like, which is what they are doing.
Ooh, a touch of healing.
Doesn't totem also start to recharge as you place it too? I don't know, but regardless, they're doing it over and over again. So, like, how is bubble gonna be used here? An offensive bubble. I like the mental. I like the idea. I think you could have probably put it a little bit deeper for your Groot, but I like the idea. Now, it didn't matter because they popped a whole bunch of ults, but what matters was the use of the ability, which I think was a good one. This one I'll let pass a little bit. This I don't love. I know why you did it here, but aren't you down 2 people? You're down, yeah, you're down 2. This guy's coming back. Yeah, it's okay, I guess. You are so lucky there that you got bubbled, but yeah. Okay, wait. I gotta watch the next one. I like that bubble forward. Like the trick, the best way to describe it is like you want to try to not like you're basically doing the equivalent of like Magneto only bubbling himself, right? We're looking for like situations where we're trying to get offensive value or like squeeze our abilities to get more value in these fights. And every time we use a bubble and we don't get value with it, we're wasting one of our few ways to carry fights and like have a meaningful impact and build ultimate quickly. And I think like out of probably 30 bubble uses this game, I think like only 2 of them have been used offensively in any way, when it should be really the opposite. Like unless you're being constantly pressured and doped to the point where you're forced to use it on yourself, it should not be used on yourself. It should be used on your team. It should be used on your front line. It should be used on someone being dove or taking damage or taking an angle or trading damage or not. Like this is a little bit better because your team's all right here, but y'all are all full. Like we don't need to use it yet. Like we want to use it when we need to use it. We don't want to use it just in the neutral, because basically what we did there is we pressed our bubble on our team, healed no health, and now we don't have the cooldown. Right?
The world.
He ulted y'all into the ult, so I'll take it. What's up, Paz? My goat? I'm literally about to end, but what's up, my goat? Oh, you're dead. Yeah, well, TG, unfortunately, we're about to end, brother. We are about to end. Unfortunately. We're gonna be back on later to do some Venom training, but yeah. Okay, I think this is probably enough for this. I think like those are the main things that you need to think about, Kinetic. Like looking at your gameplay. I think your ultimates are fine. I think your positioning is too far forward. And especially we're putting ourselves way too out of position when we're trying to help our team. We're wasting our cooldowns, especially our bubble, like to an extreme amount, which we talked about throughout this game. Thanks, Coach. I haven't played much this season. Going to try to push this Celestial by the end. Go for Eternity again on the second half of the season. Let's go. And like I understand that when you're trying to heal people and we're trying to heal a whole bunch of different people, it's like easier to just throw your orb at your feet and not have to worry about yourself. You feel safer. But I want you to kind of get a little bit more calm under that pressure. Like how far you can take those abilities and having your ability have a higher uptime is all really important things to like, if you really want to climb, those are all really important things. So you got to get a little bit calm. You got to get a little bit comfortable with discomfort. You got to be more comfortable with discomfort, but yeah. Sadly about to end. Yeah. Not even seeing D-Main and I'm crashing out. What's that, Greg? Yeah, I'll catch you next time. No worries. Yeah, so yeah, because yeah, I'm gonna spend some time with the fam, and then I'll come back and I'll probably stream later tonight. Because I'm not gonna be able to stream all day Friday, mainly because I'm recording the podcast at 5 on Friday. So If I streamed on Friday, like Friday morning, it would be like an awkward stream. So I think I'm just going to stream tonight through tomorrow, go to bed, wake up, do the podcast. That's what I'm going to do. So yeah. But yeah, chat, this shit's been fun. I think we went through some educational stuff. We'll try to do some more coaching next time. Fill it more. I know a lot. Maybe I'll just do it at like the end. I'll just do a couple of VODs like at the end of a normal stream. Let's go ahead and raid a homie though. But yeah, GG's guys. GG's. Catch y'all later. Peace.